evening, everybody. Hope you guys have had a good last few days. Oh my goodness, guys. I guess happy new year. Um Seems that things kicked off with a bang. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. My goodness, guys. My goodness. Slow down there, 2025. I think you're still drunk from the New Year's Eve party. You need to chill, drink some water, and take a nap. Come back to us, and maybe let's try this again, guys. Before we get into the news, welcome to the Dozer Den. Thank you guys so much for watching the show with me tonight. Well, I'm not watching it. I'm a part of it. I am the show. I am the Bulldozer. Please, if you have not yet followed the channel, guys, we're at 531 the last I checked. If we keep this rolling, my goal, here's a goal that I've set. I have a goal to be at 1,000 followers here on Rumble before May, maybe even before April. Let's see what happens. Let's keep rolling. Oh man, I have apparently we have had a raid, I think. Let me check and make sure. Probably from Common Centric. Thank you so much, Lord Sterling, for the raid. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Guys, here in the Dozer Den, the goal is infotainment. I usually stream Mondays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Central. I go for about 3 hours. I usually say we're not going for 3 hours, but I'm a dirty, rotten liar, and we usually end up there anyways. So, tonight, as I usually say, we're not going the full 3 hours. We're only going to go about two and a half. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. See if you guys are having a good time. If so, we might go ahead and keep rolling with it. Let me go ahead and check and make sure things are sounding good over on the Rumbles. All right. Audio is good. Video looks good. Checking the chat. There, yes, sir. We did get a raid. Thank you so much, Sterling. Appreciate you. Great show over there as always. What's up, amazing faces? Good to see you. TV Green, Windy Wild, Glamazon, Wendy, as she coined herself there in Sterling's chat. Guys, if you haven't checked out Common Centered, well, most of you probably already have. He streams Monday through Friday, 6:45 Eastern for about 3 hours, 5:45 Central. But that's just, for the elite folks here in the middle of the country. Great stuff. Great stuff. He covers all kinds of good stuff. News, entertainment, music stuff. Apparently he's got some books that I might be interested in. How's the baby Dozer? Mini Dozer is doing well. He's feeling a little bit better. He's still a little bit snotty. We've been giving him some Zyrtec. It helps him clear out a little bit. It sure peps him, puts a little pep in his step. That boy, even if he's sick, he is ornery as all get up. I'll say that. He is a fun little dude. Fun little dude. But man, that boy's got a temper. I don't know where he might have got that temper from. I don't know, guys. I can't explain it. Nope. No, he's doing okay though. He's doing okay. Just a little under the weather, but he's feeling better. Sweet. Sounds good, Sterling. I look forward to it. I will most likely enjoy it. Based on the little bit of a conversation we've had about it, I will probably like it. Sounds right up my alley. Oh man, guys. If you haven't followed me over there on X, guys, we are slowly creeping back up to 3,000. We're at 2,902 the last I checked, but the way X goes right now, you could fluctuate wildly 20 or 30 followers in a day. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's bots. Maybe it's all fake. Who knows? Could be, was it bot internet theory or ghost internet? I don't know. But go ahead and give me a follow there as well. Guys, guess what? I'm actually streaming to Rumble, X, YouTube, and Locals tonight. I finally figured out how to get my Locals to connect to Rumble. Not sure what I did differently than last time because I went through the exact same steps. Maybe it's because I sent someone an email. I don't know. But all I know is now I have a Locals stream going. So at least it should be. Maybe I should check and make sure over there. Before we get to Locals, no offense, Locals, but I'm probably going to prioritize Rumble, X, and then Locals, and then YouTube. But that is the goal here. Got the family in the chat, huh, Sterling? Good stuff. 531 followers. Sweet. I thought it was 532 earlier. Oh well. Sometimes I think bots. When you get with some of those followers that are just a bunch of letters and numbers, sometimes I think those might be bot followers. I don't know. I don't know. I'll take it. Ooh, skunk, you burned yourself. That's not good. At least you have normal sized hands, skunk. At least you've got normal sized hands to burn. I gotta give short. I'm a short fellow myself. I am practically a dwarf. I have to give somebody shorter than me crap. I have to. Those are the rules. Those are the rules, skunk. So please take no offense. Just a little offense, because you're short. Oh, good. Good stuff. I hope you didn't burn yourself too bad though, skunk. Oh man. I was actually thinking about working on trying to do up some of my. I've got some back straps from a buck a couple years ago that I kind of forgot in the freezer, but I'm pretty sure it's still good. Thought about working on making that into biltong, which is pretty much like thick beef jerky. I was watching a tutorial from King of Biltong, Anton. Maybe one day he'll sponsor the channel. He's all over the place. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Seems like it, anyways. What's up, Trish? Lovely mod in the chat. Thank you so much. But guys, speaking of locals, thedozerden.locals.com. Since I can live stream now, two locals and Rumble at the same time, what I'm thinking is I might go ahead and leave a live chat up and just have a live chat running there like 24/7. And I think you have to technically be a paid member in locals. So there's like the little join button there on Rumble, or if you get to my locals page and you want to join, I think I left it at $5 or something like that to join. I'm not 100% sure. I have to recheck. I might take it down to $1 because hey, if somebody wants to hang out in the live chat and interact with people on a lengthy basis, you know what? Why not? Why not? I've seen other creators do that, and it seems to go over pretty well as long as they pop in every now and then. So that would be my goal to actually pop in and make locals kind of grow a little bit. I also have a Discord um, as well, and the link is in the description along with the link for locals. So those two links are there, guys. If you ever want to subscribe to the channel, well, we currently have 13 subscribers to Bulldozer74 here in the Dozer Den. If you subscribe, you become one of the elite killdozers in the Dozer Den, part of the Killdozer army. Currently still only a metaphorical army, and it will stay that way, Fed Boys. But the cool thing about being a subscriber is you get lit up, your name lit in the most beautiful shade of MAGA red. And you get subscriber only emotes, which I will be adding more subscriber only emotes. We do have I think 10, 5 or 10 general emotes. And then I think I have like 12 or 15 subscriber only emotes. I need to check. It's been a while. It's been a while. So I will get on that though. And I thought I heard them say that they were thinking about making it so that um, even if you subscribe to just a channel and not necessarily to Rumble Premium, that you might have an ad-free experience, at least on those channels. I don't know. I don't know. That might have been a rumor. That would be a really good incentive, though, to get people to subscribe to channels, though, Rumble. Just saying. Just saying. It would definitely be a good idea. Nobody ever has to contribute to the Dozer Den, but for those that do, you are sincerely appreciated. And to all my subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. It definitely means the world to me, helps me continue focusing on making, hopefully, at least decent content for y'all. That's the goal, anyways. Try to inform and entertain the masses. There you go, Sterling, a pure evil emote. Nice. I need to make some I need to figure out how to make some emotes. I'm gonna look into this because I'm pretty sure I could take some pictures from my phone and then take the silhouette of images or faces or stuff like that. And I think I could put myself as some of the emotes if Rumble will let me because they had some size issues. They had some issues with size. Oh no. Some of the things that I was trying to put into Rumble were a little bit too big. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rumble. I'll be more gentle next time. It's not that type of show. We're not doing stuff and things. We're stuff and things here in the Dozer Den. We cover stuff and things. All right? Get your minds out the gutters. Jeez. I don't know what to do with y'all. Degenerates. I swear. But anyways, guys. Anyways, 2025 is off to a rough start. Off to a rough start. Yesterday, um, we had some things going on. We had some things going on. It appears New Orleans had some issues. Um, Looks like a fella who might have been radicalized into the religion of peace, the very, very peaceful religion. No violence at all in this religion. Not like this religion has any core tenets that literally say that you must kill the infidels. Not like there's anything in the Quran that would dare indicate that they should literally it's excusable in the Quran to deceive the infidels. Nothing, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. But that wasn't the only one. That wasn't the only one, guys. We had another one, a rather explosive Cybertruck. It got a little excited. It went off a little prematurely there in front of Trump Tower in Vegas. There's a lot going on with that one. And with these cases, there's going to be a little bit of a fog of war, a little bit of confusion, and some of that is misdirection that is placed, I think, on purpose um, by our own Fed boys. So hopefully we have some state investigations that can parse things out more fully and accurately than what we might see in the federal setting. Hopefully. Let me just real quick before I forget. Before I forget that. Good Slipknot song. Let me go ahead and make sure we get this posted over here on X. Guys, X let me have my video window up for like the last 3 days. I'm stunned. It let me get 890 views on my video on X. Because here's the thing, when X takes your video window like preview away and just leaves that little like the link, the hyperlink, nobody clicks on that and nobody sees it. But when you actually have, like the window open, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. 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 When you actually have the window open, people actually click on it for some reason, which I understand. I'm the same way. So thank you, X. I appreciate you letting my video window stay open so that more views could accrue. The goal, we got to expand the dozer den. And how can we do it? How can we do it if we don't get the eyes? It's part of it, guys. There you go, Trish, putting it up in the chat. Thank you. My locals link. We've got like 9 people over there, and I see currently there's 1 person watching over there in locals. Let me check on my locals peeps after I get this X post out. We will get it done. We are live in the dozer den. I actually will be going on a stream with somebody on the 16th at 7 Central. So 7 Central my time. She usually goes for about an hour, hour and a half. So we should have plenty of time on that Thursday for me to have a little bit of a decompress hour in between her stream and my stream. So let me check, and I want to get her name right so that I don't get it wrong. It is Melissa Dawn, also known as Gen X News on X. And yeah, we're going to be talking about conspiracy stuff, probably. All the fun stuff. All the fun stuff. Sterling, that sucks. I tried to share your stuff out, though. I shared, I think it was yesterday I shared one of your links out because it popped up for me. I try to be pretty good about sharing people's stuff out. If I forget, my apologies. But I do try to share. Because I believe that a rising tide lifts all ships. And you know what? We all seem to pretty much have the same goal here. These creators, well, depending on the content that you're putting out, you're trying to reach as many people as you can for sure. And, you're trying to, spread information. That's my thing. I think that's a lot of people here on Rumble. The goal is to, get the word out. Hopefully inform people, make it so that people aren't, having things sneak up on them. That's my goal anyways. And I like ranting. It's a thing. It's a thing. I have rant meters for a reason. Skunk71, you've never done locals. Well, it's there. It's an option. Let me check on that real quick. Since we got someone watching over there, at least it looks like we do. Maybe it's just showing me. I don't know. Let me look. Oh, it is so cool to see it live. That's nice. Well, it says we have someone watching over there. Oh no, but it says there's an error. Good lord. Well, I'm trying anyways to stream to locals. Oh, it's got the loading error. Oh well. Oh well. Maybe it'll show up at some point. Maybe it'll show up afterwards. Who knows? Let me see. I think I saw Sanglant in the chat because I think Sanglant's over there. At least I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Ooh, Sterling, appreciate the offer there to help with the resizing. That's right. Like, share, and follow. It's the goal. Repost if you have that feature. Oh, if you are in the Rumble app. The Rumble app has the repost feature available for everybody now. And I didn't know that it wasn't available for everybody. But the cool thing about the repost on Rumble is all the people that follow your channel, when you repost, they will see your repost. So if you want to spread the word about the Dozered In, well, I would sincerely appreciate it. Guys, you can also comment in the comment section. Apparently that helps with the algorithm. That's what they tell me anyways. Who is they? I don't know. Ask Kanye. A little early for the hat. Is it a little early for the hat, huh? uh, good to see you, Sanglant. Don't know if you were the one hanging out over there in locals. I saw you commented in a live chat like a week or two ago. I just noticed it and I was like, oh, dang it. If I can figure out a way to get it so that you don't have to pay to interact in the live chat, I will do so. Because honestly, I mean, yeah, it's nice to have the option to make a little bit of money on that, but I honestly would love to just leave that. I would honestly just love to leave the live chat open 24/7 for people to just come in and out and you know just chill if that's what you want to do. That's what other creators used to have. Maybe it'll get back to that. Maybe not. Who knows? Oh man, strictly website, no apps. Nothing wrong with that, Trish. Nothing wrong with that. It's a lot. The cool thing about the websites is you don't have to bend to the will of the app store. Ooh, ooh, real quick. I missed it. I missed my prop. I had my prop ready for the stream. I was gonna say Happy New Year, and then, but I missed it, and now it falls flat. But it's there. Oh, we have fun here. We have fun here in the Dozer Den. How do you repost? Do you need to pay Rumble to be able to repost? I don't believe you need. If you need your, I thought they rolled it out to everybody today. I had to refresh my app. You can also gift subs if that's something that you want to do. Is available if you're in app. If you click the little, the little dollar sign, you can either Rumble rant or you can gift subs out to people. So if you feel so inclined to gift your fellow chatters with a subscription to the Dozer Den, well, that's an option. So you might need to update your app, Amazing Faces. I didn't see it earlier until I updated mine, so I just went into the App Store. And usually Android beats iOS, so iOS finally caught up today. At least for the gifted subs, they caught up today. Not 100% sure about the repost feature. I thought they had already rolled it out. Maybe not. Maybe not. But you liked that, Skunk? Nice. Oh, it's next to the dislike. Just don't click the dislike. Guys, don't forget to like this stream. Smash that like button. Pound the like button. Give it a good thrashing. Lean in real close to the like button. Whisper sweet nothings into its ear. Nibble, sniff its hair. And don't be like Joe Biden. We don't want to be like creepy Uncle Joe. No sirs and madams. We don't want to be like that. In the old days of Rumble, it used to be known as the Plussy, for it was a plus sign instead of a thumbs up, and you could refer to it as the Plussy. You could smash the Plussy, pound the Plussy, wreck that Plussy. That's Plussy. Again, it's not that type of show, guys. It's not that type of show. We cover important stuff here in the Dozer Den, and we have some fun. That's the goal. That's the goal. If we can make a crap sandwich a little bit more palatable, well, I feel like, you know what? I've done my job. That's the goal, anyways. God, locals, do better. First stream that it says it's actually going and it actually isn't working. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. The cool thing about the locals live chat, guys, you can pretty much post whatever the hell you want. Genitalia and direct threats of violence, not allowed. Understandable. I get that. But anything other than genitalia, it'll let you post. I've seen some things. I've seen some things. Some disturbing, some not so much. Um, in some of the live chats, but yeah, the live chat. It's pretty much like the Wild West of the internet, except for those two exceptions. So you got to be careful with that. You got to be careful with that. I've been in the App Store and I can't don't see an update for Rumble. Also, don't get the gift box next to the dollar sign. Oh, it's not next to the dollar sign. If you're in the app, Amazing Faces, you got to click on the actual dollar sign, and it'll give you the option in app for gifted subs or a Rumble rant. So that's what it does there, anyways. Or here's the thing: browser works as well. Browser's a little bit more fluid than the app. I, for some reason, am partial to the app. When I watch shows, I am right on the app, and I don't know when it got to where that's like my habit. But I don't know. It feels smoother for me, like in the live chat whenever I'm in app. Uh, but you don't want genitalia. Yeah, that's a good. They don't allow that in the live chat. They don't allow the genitalia in the live chat. I mean, if it happens, it gets deleted pretty quickly, or the channel can get in trouble. So if you end up in my locals live chat, please don't get me banned from locals. That would be really hard to get banned from locals. I guess some people might be able to do it. Oh shoot, it's not out yet. Dang it, Amazing Faces. All right, they'll. I know it's coming out. It's coming out. Let me look real quick. Let me check, make sure I'm not a damn liar to y'all. Um, So it says gifted subs rolling out on iOS. That happened today. So that might have been my confusion. Let me see here. Oh, okay. Okay. Here's the update. Update from Rumble. We are now rolling out reposts for all users. It's currently live on the web, will be available on all mobile apps within the next few days. So I was a little bit off. But it's coming to the app. The repost feature is there if you are in browser. So that is an option. That is an option. Thank you so much for pointing that out to me, Amazing Faces, and helping me clarify the information because I would not want to lie to y'all. Yeah, you know, it's been, no, Sterling, the app has been cutting off the last words when I'm typing something out. So sometimes I might send a weird message, and that's just because it's cutting off and I can't see it. But for the most part, it's been doing okay. Today, after the update, though, it's been buffering like crazy. So that happens when Rumble sends out an update to the app. It tends to have a little bit of a lag, but it usually kicks in after a few days. So I'll keep an eye on it for you, you awesome people over there in the browsers. I'll check up on it. Do a little bit of troubleshooting. I will say this: Rumble has improved dramatically over the last couple years, um, and I'm not gonna lie, so have I. I went back and scrolled down to my first few videos. I used to do just standalone videos. I'd find a topic that I found interesting, and I would present on it and rant about it and whatever. Um, I went back and I looked at how it's just cool to see the progress, like from when I was first putting out videos to where what I'm doing now, and hopefully I get better because I could clearly use improvement, I'm sure, in certain aspects. So it's just kind of cool to see a little over a year ago how my standalone videos were looking. So little throwbacks. Um, Did I get a new bottle of liquor? Not yet, Trish. Not yet. But Channel 2 Action News with those two $20 rants last stream. That was freaking awesome. Thanks, man. Or woman. Don't want to assume your gender. I think he said man. Yeah, because I said that last time and he said man. So, oh, yes, I agree. Rumble rules. Rumble rules. It's not perfect, but nothing is. And the cool thing about it, even the things we like, we have to be able to criticize, because when we criticize constructively, what does that mean? That means that the thing that we love gets better. It's like with the politicians or the people that we, like, that we look up to. Trump, for instance. If you can't criticize the man, well, how's he going to know that he's screwing up? If he's got a lot of kiss assing going on, well, things end up getting lost. Things get lost, things fall to the wayside, and it's not good. And I think a little bit of the issue of the last administration was he had a little bit too many, a little bit of that going on, a little bit of kiss assery in his orbit. Well, that was a lovely noise. I apologize for that. My lips got dry. Do not buy caramel crown. No, I am going to absolutely, definitely get some more Woodford Reserve because I actually really enjoy this as a sipping whiskey. And I made this last about 9, 10 months. Well, 9 months, about 9 months. Um, Ended up finishing it off, most of it off at deer camp this year. And then the last shot was on stream in remembrance of good old Jeff the Law Rax, Legal Vices. He passed away a couple weeks ago from a surprise heart attack. Yeah. I guess any heart attack would be a surprise. Don't know if the guy had any underlying health issues that his family was aware of, but it sure happened. Well, looky there, Lord of the Ree coming in hot. Coming in hot, Lord of the Ree, with a $1 Rumble rant. Hey, Dozer, where did Santa get your waistband under the shirt holster? I'm getting a new pew pew soon, and it would be nice to have one for when IWB OWB isn't as easy. For when okay. When IWB OWB isn't as easy. Okay. Um, in the waistband, IWB is in the waistband, OWB over the waistband. At least I assume. Um, Bravo belt. That's what it is. It's a Bravo belt. I love that thing. I've worn the crap out of that thing. I didn't wear it today because it didn't go out. Although I was not gonna lie, I kind of thought maybe I should have it on just in case. You never know. Fuck. I mean, honestly, and especially with the recent events, guys. Um, Situational awareness needs to be up, and that is why the second topic of the evening, after we talk in depth, probably going to be most of the stream talking about the attack in New Orleans with Shamsud Din Jabbar. What a good Christian name, right? Good Christian name. A religion of peace, guys. Religion of peace. Whoa there. Almost lost my mic. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. I've got an article, and I also have a bunch of videos or clips, anyways. Some from the Frog Prophet himself, Alex Jones, uh, and I've got some stuff from some senators talking, um, some interesting implications with the wording that some of the senators chose. So it's a holster. Is it? Shoot, I'll go ahead and get it down. I'll show you. Oh, there. Be right back. So here it is, Bravo belt, right here. Got little pockets for my extra mag. Got a little Velcro one that I can take on and off for a pocket knife or another mag. Got another pocket. Got a good little strap around here. Pretty easy to unclasp. I haven't gotten any actual practice shots off with it, but it's just a good solid band. Wraps around, stays in place. So yeah, it just goes around your waist. So that's what it is. There, it's a good safe spot for it. But yeah, that is the Bravo belt. It's yeah, it's just so you can go. It goes under your shirt. I love it. Now, okay, the belt itself isn't heavy, but skunk the my daily carry is a high point. So the cool thing about a high point is when you run out of ammo, you can throw it at somebody. It's still just as likely to kill them because they're chunky. That Trish one, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah. Kennedy, old Kennedy, he talks a little bit like this. You see, we're going to get to the bottom of this, all right? Let me tell you, it's about we the people. I need to work on my impression of him. He's got a fun voice. Oh, cool. Use a Thice holsters, leather kydex in the waistband. Nice. I okay. So I'm a bit of a little. I'm a little chunky. I'm a little bit of a chunky feller. So in the waistband, I've got this right here. Is my Phobos clips right on the waistband, and it's outside, so it's not concealed carry. It's open carry. I guess unless I wanted to do something to cover it up, I guess, and wearing a jacket maybe. But this thing, it's got a nice little, I don't know what you call that, but flared out, uh, where it kind of goes around your thigh, your side of your thigh or hip, kind of. It does pretty damn good. It does, but only bad thing about it is if you need to take off running with that on your hip, there is going to be a little bit of movement with it. And I don't want to risk my gun. And it doesn't have a clasp around the top, which is good for a quick draw. But if you're having to be active and move around with that, I don't really want to have the risk of it falling off or getting too out of shit, out of placement to where it's causing issues. The great thing that I like about that the Bravo belt around the waist is it stays in place pretty well. I haven't actually gone jogging in it yet, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted it was so that when I want to start jogging again around my house, around my neighborhood, but we have some people that uh, let their pit bulls just do whatever the hell they want, and I love my pit bull, and I love pit bulls, but when you have a group of them, they develop a pack mentality, and if they see some guy running down the road for exercise, well, that could trigger a predator response, and they'll see me as prey. And I just would rather have the option to protect myself from a group of angry pit bulls. So I hate to be that. I hate that because I like dogs, but skunk, chunky with normal size hands. I, I don't know if you'd call these normal. I mean, I got sausage fingers. Skunk, even at 5 foot, you probably have longer, more delicate fingers than I. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Hey, Lord of the Ree, another one. Coming in hot again with a $1 Rumble Rant. Says I'm getting a SIG P320 compact 9mm 15-1, as well as a red dot and a flashlight in about a week or so. Maybe we can meet at a range one day. Hell yeah, Lord of the Ree. That would be awesome, man. Because you're a Missouri guy too, ain't you? I believe you are. Thank you so much for the support, by the way. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Every little bit counts. And here's the thing, even if you aren't able to contribute monetarily to the Dozer Den, just spreading the word is definitely appreciated. So, good stuff. See, make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat here. getting getting dozered. What are you talking about? Let me see. Oh, it's not catching up here. So, geez, I'd love to fit my boobs to get that belt on. You'd have to lift your boobs to get it. Oh my goodness. That's funny. It could be, hey, you could treat it like a little push-up. Like a little push-up belt, right? That's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Mm. Oh, Trish, that's nice. I could technically walk out my back door and I could technically shoot out into the, hit dead ground. Because there's a used to be a horse pasture behind my house, but it's no longer has horses in it, because the fence broke and was wrecked into multiple times. So, um, yeah, Skunk, you a Missouri person, is a Missouri lady? Hmm. What's up, Entropy Nomad? Good to see you. Very scary. Versacary have proven useful and comfortable for in the waistband. Nice, Entropy Nomad. Thank you for the information there. Versacary. Good stuff. Sterling. Bubes. You gotta lift them up sometime, getting dozered. You gotta lift them up sometimes. That's all right. That's all right. Sometimes you gotta get their attention. Be like, hey, you look at me. It's a Rodney Carrington joke. Or was it Bill Engvall? I can't quite remember. Rodney Carrington's got some funny stuff. I haven't watched his stuff in a while. Skin dozer 60 and 8. Oh, I think we can all relate to that. I think getting dozered. I think we can all relate to that. Oh, there are communities. There are communities that would definitely welcome you. Oh my goodness. Missouri is underrated. I agree. Except for St. Louis. Yeah, there you go, Sterling. Know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. That "Show Them to Me" song live, and when he does that live, that is hilarious. And them ladies, they show it. "What's up, plumber? Good to see you. So you followed the channel the other day. I sincerely appreciate you." Oh, let me go ahead and give a shout out. Lord of the Ree, man, Lord of the Ree. I don't know, man. I uh, I gotta get a. I need to. I got a gift card to Academy. I need to get a camping stove because I have a house that is all electric. One of the great things about growing up on a farm, on the farm that I did, that house had electric and gas. And so when the power was out for 2 weeks back in 2009, because that good old ice storm, we were able to still cook using the gas. Um, when you have an all electric house, not so much. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking into that, and I need to probably go ahead and just get a I need to get a generator. I sold it, which was not wise to be honest, because I went 2 years without using the damn thing, right? And then shortly after I sell it, we have a spat of tornadoes. A I need to break out. I need to break out a thesaurus. I was going to try to do a T and a T, something of tornadoes. Anyways, a gaggle of tornadoes. Yeah, I can't think of any alliteration right now. I'm blanking. It's not organic anymore. I can't do it. But we had some tornadoes roll through the area, and we were without power for about 2.5 days. Almost at the point where we were going to have to start throwing stuff out of the deep freeze because it was cold and still mostly frozen, but it was getting to the point where it wasn't. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to have as much snow as people are saying, Lord of the Ree. I don't. Here where I'm at, we're on that line. We're on that line where we could have possibly, 6, 7 inches of snow or sleet and freezing rain, like an inch of it. That's a lot. If it's freezing rain, that's going to cause some tree limbs to snap. And I don't look forward to that. I don't look forward to that. I need to get my dang fuel because I haven't been mowing, so I haven't filled up my gas tank. I need to go ahead and get my fuel tanks filled up just in case. You never know. Oh, fuel storage and generation should be on the top of the emergency prep. That is absolutely true. That's absolutely true. Entropy no bad. That goes into the situational awareness topic. We're going to talk about for the second topic, which really it kind of melds with the first one. I just went ahead and listed it as a second topic because we do have an article that we're going to read about it. It goes with more the like preparing your employees and stuff like that, but it's a good article. Breaks down the situational awareness. It goes from white to yellow to orange to red to black. And those are the stages of situational awareness. And we'll go through those. We'll talk about it. I think it's important to be aware in general. I try to stay on yellow. If you're in white, you're completely unaware and just like blissfully unaware. In certain circumstances, it's okay. Um, but for the most part, yellow is a good idea. You're still relaxed, but you're ready. You're relaxed but ready in yellow. Um, honestly, with what's happened at the start of this year, yesterday, um, I'm kind of in orange. I'm looking at making sure that I've got some stuff prepared, on the back burner, kind of, um, carefully observing potential threats. Um, if you see something, be aware. Be aware of the things around you. Don't ignore things as just, oh well, that was kind of weird. Be just That's kind of where I'm at. Maybe I'm a little bit paranoid, but I think things might pop off this year, guys. And I hate to say that, but yep, never go below half a tank. That's a good metric. It's a good metric. Sometimes I push it. And I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but I do. I like to test it, see how far I can go on a 16th of a tank. Thank you, Sterling. A terrible trifecta of terrorizing tornadoes. That was a trifecta, though. There were three confirmed tornadoes. There was a fourth possible. So, yeah, it was a bad little storm that came through. Not good, not good. I already have a full bag of charcoal, Skunk 71. I have a full bag of charcoal, and I also have a Blackstone grill that my brother has neglected. He left it out in the elements. What happens to those when they're left out in the rain and the sleet and the snow? Well, they get a little rusty. And he said he doesn't want to screw with it, so I am going to commandeer his Blackstone. And Lady Dozer and I are just going to have ourselves a fun day, and we are going to clean that thing up, and then we're gonna get all the rust off, get it nice and pretty again, and then we're gonna season it, and we are gonna have some home style hibachi every now and then. It's one of the goals. That's one of the goals. The terrain trembled with towering tornadoes. Absolutely. Yeah, skunk. Yeah, they are no joke. They can get pretty rough. And I completely missed if you said you were supposed to be if you were a Missouri person. Trying to go back up there. Shields, Scheels. That a place? Hmm. Yeah. What's up, JJR? Sorry I missed you there, bud. You're in but working. Well, hey, thanks for listening while working. Hopefully, I keep your mind entertained. Three choices of heat, Trish. One, you got electric, gas, and wood. There you go. Yeah, that's what I grew up with. Wood burning stove. We had gas. We had electric. Yep, farmhouse. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna get the griddle seasoning. Sweet. Not St. Louis. Thank God, skunk. St. Louis is cool to visit, minus the shit roads. And when you get up into St. Louis, up into like the residential ish areas of St. Louis, the street lights are even wonky. Like I do better, St. Louis. Do better. Get your lights in order. It's weird. Wood, charcoal, propane, diesel. I need okay. Entropy Nomad. Here's one thing that I would love. I would love a whole home generator. A whole home generator would be amazing to have. I will say I am kind of curious about generators. If somebody can run a generator with an extension cord to their trailer and power their trailer, why couldn't I figure out a way to power my house with a decent DeWalt generator? Or am I asking for a fire? We don't want that. We don't want that. Oh, thank you so much, Trish, for putting that up. Guys, if you would like to donate to the Dozer Den, if you don't want to do a Rumble rant, you don't want to do subscriptions, I completely understand. Guess what? There are a couple other options. We have a Cash App and a Venmo available if you are so inclined to donate to the Dozer Den. But as I say all the time, nobody ever has to donate to the Dozer Den. But it sure is appreciated if you do. All good, all good. Yeah. Apparently. Fire. We'll just get. I've got a fireplace. It's my fireplace is it's an Osborne. I like to say it's Ozzy Osbourne's fireplace cousin. It's a stupid joke. Osburn. I was like, oh look, it's Ozzy's cousin. It's the fireplace. It's the Ozzy Osbourne. I am a dork, and that is okay. Oh my goodness. Have to kill the connection. Oh, Entropy Nomad. Yeah, you got to kill the connection with your power company before powering your house. Well, I guess it could be something to work on. I would need to research that before I fiddle with that. I also have some electricians that I know that I might need to pick their brains a little bit on that one. Need to actually go get the dang thing first. Entropy Nomad, you followed recently as well. Thank you for the follow. Let me check and see. I want to give people their shout outs if they followed me recently. So, oh, Amazing Faces. Thank you so much for the follow. And then Plumber was a day ago. Lucky Monkey, or excuse me, Lucky Money 13, and Lemon Zinger followed the other day as well. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Much appreciated. Hopefully, I will continue to earn your viewership. It's one of the things. Some people just want the numbers. I actually want you to watch and want you to follow because you enjoy what I do. You know, that's kind of the purpose. You know, hopefully I'm doing something that people actually enjoy. I like doing it. I hope you guys like that I like doing it. Somebody was asking, well, I just trying to figure out what people want to see. Well, part of it is you got to be having fun with it. I think having fun with it and being genuine is probably helpful. I mean, I like watching people that are enjoying what they're doing and enjoying, the content that they're creating. So I kind of try to emulate that. I kind of just am what I am. It's pretty much what you see is what you get with me. And I think that's good Lord, Sterling. Shit, I've seen dorks longer than you are, than I am tall. Dork is a whale's penis. Thank you, Sterling. I didn't need to know that, but now it's in my brain forever. Okay, that's that right there, Sterling. That is one of those factoids that took an important piece of information, possibly a password to a bank account or something, and it has removed it from my memory banks. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see. Your dog is trying to kill you, Skunk 71. So I take the knobs off the stove because my big dog turns it on. He didn't take the knob off and said, "Oh my god!" And set my big gift basket on top. Turn the knob, smoke. Oh my goodness, that's kind of scary. Be careful with that dog. Your dog is trying to get you. What'd you do to your dog? You forgot to feed it. You forgot to feed it one day, and he's holding a grudge. The dog is holding a grudge, and well, sometimes you just got to pay. You just got to pay. That dog is determined. What's a Dorcas? I don't know. I don't know. Sterling knows. Sterling knows about whale penis. Oh man. Ooh, smoked oranges. I don't know. I don't know if I would want smoked oranges. What's up, dude? Brosif 420. Good to see you. Flaming. Flaming. I like that. I like that right there. Everything's fine. That's how I'm feeling after the first day of the new year, guys. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Not like we had a truck attack from a radical Islamist. Um, a bombing, literally a car bombing in front of Trump Tower in Vegas, and then a mass shooting in Queens, New York. Now, that one doesn't appear to be terror related. That one just appears to probably be gang violence. 11 people were hit. Um, I don't believe there have been any casualties yet, or excuse me, deaths yet. Um, More to come on that. I think that a lot of them were teenagers. They were celebrating the life of somebody who was shot a year ago. And then the freaking gathering gets shot up. It's like, good God, would you freaking stop? How about your. That's a cultural issue. That's a fucking cultural issue. Yeah. Yeah, dude, Brosif. It's. mm. Yes, 2025. Nothing unusual here. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, folks. Move along, folks. Nothing to see here. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Gosh darn. Gosh darn. The third thing that we're going to talk about, well, Whitney Webb was on CNN with Anderson Cooper and some other guy. Don't know his name, but they seem pretty chummy. I don't know if it's his husband or what. I honestly don't know. Um, but they had Whitney Webb on for a little bit, and she did a roast of 2024. Got a couple clips, and she actually was on Jimmy Dore earlier today. So if there's a clip of her on Jimmy Dore, I might try to pull that up if we have time, because like I said, we're probably going to be covering the information around the attacks, which they were. The second one didn't. The second one wasn't as successful. The reason the second one wasn't as successful, according to the authorities, is the Cybertruck is built so freaking well and it's so sturdy that the sides didn't explode out as the individual intended. The explosion went up and out. So instead of causing more damage, it pretty much stayed intact. Now the man, Matthew Levetzel something Schneiser, I don't know. Um, I've got the name later whenever we actually get into it. But apparently, he he's burned beyond recognition, so there's not a full-on confirmation that it's the guy, but there just happened to be an ID, guys. There was I think a military ID. He happens to be in the military. The other guy was in the military. Both were stationed at Fort Bragg, which happens to be home to the Fourth Psychological Operations Unit. Just all fucking coincidences, guys. It's all just coincidences. Don't you dare ask questions. Don't you dare insinuate that this may be a bit of an op, that these people may not have been a little bit of inspired by some Fed boys. Don't you dare indicate that there may have been some MK Ultra. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just asking questions. So, Yanni Fangs, one of our, I think it was Yanni Fangs, you were our first Whitney Webb. I said Whitney Webb. It was Whitney Cummings. Thank you, Yanni Fangs. I appreciate you. With a correction, Much appreciated. Whitney Webb is a reporter that is also on has also been on Jimmy Dore. So my apologies. Thank you for the correction. Whitney Cummings was the comedian that was on. But yeah, guys, yeah, the tinfoil hat reigns supreme this year. Starting off strong, starting off strong. Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna take this off because that's hot. I didn't realize how hot those things were. Makes your head sweat a little bit. You need the hat. I'll make some more for you. Thought about trying to make some in like the shape of like I don't know, maybe like put like a little bulldozer on top. I don't know. Got the Hershey's Kiss thing going on right now, or the unicorn, the dozer corn. It's quite elegant, if I do say so myself. Oh man, I didn't know if I was gonna have energy for tonight, y'all. I was feeling off. I was trying to describe it to Lady Dozer earlier. It felt like I was ahead of myself, and then like I was catching up to myself. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Maybe that's just me speaking nonsense. But evidently, I found some energy for you guys tonight. Maybe I'm feeding off of your energy. I'm being a psychic vampire. These psychic vampires. Oh man, oh man. BCP wears foil speedos. Oh, is that Black Christian Patriot BCP? Is that one of the channels? BC, I think it's Black Christian Patriot. Uh, that would be uncomfortable. That would be very uncomfortable, y'all. Oh, always with the lurking, Yanni Fangs. Always with the lurking. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Oh, Sam Duty, you think it's the fog, huh? I think the fog is the issue. That fog is interesting, man. That fog is interesting. I don't know quite much about it. Um, but it's sus. It's quite sus. Interdimensional bulldozer, interdimensional psychic vampire confirmed. That's right. That's right. I'm feeding off of the energies of the internet. Oh man. But we're gonna go ahead and watch Whitney Cummings' epic roast of 2024. It's really a roast. It's not necessarily of 2024. It's really a roast of the establishment. It's a roast of the establishment media, and it was beautiful to see. It was beautiful to see. And I will say this: if Anderson Cooper's asshole had any tension left in it, you could hear it pucker with everything that she was saying. I'm gonna let that mental image set with y'all for a moment. You're welcome. But after that, we are going to talk a little bit about the Epstein Ranch. Everybody knows about the Epstein Island, but apparently, of course, quite a few people that don't know about the Epstein Ranch, the Zorro Ranch. Ian Carroll went out to the ranch recently, had a bit of a drive by, talked about it a little bit, and we've got an article from 2019 and then a recent one for the people who bought the Zorro Ranch. Turns out Epstein was really into eugenics and believed that he was going to be able to create an army of his genes. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily clones, although cloning was involved from what I understand. But he also wanted to create a super race using his genes. That what a pompous ass to believe that your genes are going to be the ones for the basis for the super race. Like, I mean, I've seen videos of the guy. He didn't look that impressive, in my opinion. Maybe it was just his mind, because apparently the guy he made millions of dollars doing what nobody quite knows, selling children. That's how Epstein made his money: blackmail and selling children. Ugh. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right. So those are the topics, guys. We're only an hour into the show. We've been having ourselves a good little time so far. Let's go ahead and start covering some of the darkness that went on yesterday. Um, it I guess I could say it could have been worse. It could have been worse, but that vehicle attack. That apparently I heard that the cyber truck that was detonated in front of Trump Tower and the F-150, I think it was that I think it was an F-150. It was a white truck, white pickup that was rigged with explosives, and at least last I checked, it was or had explosives in it. Apparently, they were rented through the same company, which could be coincidence, but like I said, I'm not a coincidence theorist. I am a conspiracy analyst at this point. 'Cause it's not just theoretical. The conspiracies are there. You just have to acknowledge that they're there and take a look at them, analyze them. It kind of ends up being what it is. Turns out, guys, the term conspiracy theorist was used as a as a slur as a result of the CIA trying to make it to discredit anybody who would have questioned the JFK assassination. So that's a interesting little bit of information for you to chew on, and it works. It works. The mockingbird media spits it out, and then the unaware masses lap it up like kittens to warm milk. Sadly, but assuredly, seems to be the pattern. Yeah. It was Trish. We're gonna play some videos of the Cybertruck exploding. I've got some videos without sound, some videos with sound. When the videos with sound, you can clearly hear the fireworks. It was a bunch of fireworks and gas cans and stuff like that in the bed of the or in the trunk, I guess it would be, of the Cybertruck. So it's interesting. It's interesting that that's the way it went. Um, I'm still just very confused as to how that man was so badly burnt, so thoroughly burnt to a crisp that they technically have not identified him yet through dental records or DNA. But the ID survived the fire. Kind of like it's interesting how those people that flew the planes into the towers, how their IDs just happened to they found them on the street or something like that. There was a CNN walkthrough of the dude's house in Texas because I got Shamsud Din Jabbar lived in Texas. Um, the walkthrough of his house it was eerily similar to the walkthrough that we saw recently in Syria after Bashar al-Assad's regime was toppled by multiple U.S. intelligence agencies. Um, pure propaganda. That one, those videos. Don't know if the Texas one from CNN was pure propaganda, but it sure looks sus to me. It sure looks sus, in my opinion. Is Fauci a theorist? He's a piece of shit that needs to suffer slowly and dramatically for the things that he has done to the American people and beagle puppies after due process. But the legal system won't do anything with Fauci. It's deserved. It is, but nothing's going to be done. At least not right now. Maybe it will at some point. Who knows? Yep. Oh, yep. Getting dozered. Yep. That is also true. Apparently, the guy shot himself in the head before he. So I guess he ignited and then shot himself in the head. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Entropy Nomad. I've been paying attention to Nick Sortor over there on X, and it's interesting stuff about the Cybertruck guy. Interesting stuff. The I'll try not to post anything here that's going to get me banned on you know what? Fuck it. YouTube, if you want to fucking ban me, go ahead. I don't care. I don't think X will, but because this was from X, so I doubt that it'd ban me. But there, if you are watching on a big screen TV and they're small, I think it's blurred out. I think it's blurred out. Yeah. Let me make sure that this is not going to be anything too dramatic here. All right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. The guy, I think it's risen to 15 dead or 16 dead. 10 dead the last I checked, 30 plus injured after the truck. One of those runaway trucks, guys. We need common sense truck control. It's like a good old Daryl Brooks when he ran through Waukesha, Wisconsin, ran through that Christmas parades, and all the news ads, all the news stories were titled something to the effect of "Red SUV plows through parade, runaway SUV attack." It's like, you mean a terror attack against Christians on Christmas? That's what it was, media. I fixed your headline for you. A terrorist decided to target a Christian event and killed Christians, or at least mostly Christians, there at a Christmas parade. That was what happened. It wasn't a red SUV run amok. Just as with this instance, it wasn't a truck that was run amok. Even Fox News, even fucking Fox News, and like I said, Fox News. We can call them Fox News, in my opinion, because they may have a couple good people, but they are compromised, especially with seeing who's going to be taken over after. I think it's Murdoch. Oh, it would help if I went to presentation mode, wouldn't it? Let's look at this right here. The framing of that right there. After car plows into Nala crowd, it was an attack. You should have gone ahead and called it an attack. Fuck snooze. That's pathetic framing. Pathetic framing. It's not the right way. Even this one, truck involved in horrific terror that killed 10 and injured 35 in Louisiana, came through Eagles Pass, Texas. And there's evidence that this guy was not acting alone. It appears that I've heard reports. Now, this is all, like I said, this is going to be some stuff that is tentative. And I want to make sure that is stated, that this is in motion. This is very much fluid. The information can change dramatically. I've got an update article that's probably going to have a little bit more information than this stuff from yesterday. But yeah, 42-year-old Shamsud Din Jabbar. I think it was Shamsud Din Bahar Jabbar. I think that was his full name. He was shot and killed by the cops. So thank God for that. Thank God for that. He was shot and killed by the cops. Apparently, he was shooting back at them, and he injured some of them. And here he is. I guess he was a real estate broker or a real estate guy. He had a YouTube channel.
Good evening. I'm Shamsuddin Jabbar, property manager with Blue Meadow Properties and team lead at the Midas Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. And I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great.
So some might have indicated that just because he was in the military, he might have had PTSD, and that might have been an explanation for what happened. If he was just doing HR and IT, I sincerely doubt that he faced combat. Now, HR, IT, you're probably doing, no offense, but you're probably pencil pushing. That's fine. I pencil push. Not military, but that's a role, and that's a valuable role. But he's probably didn't have PTSD and didn't decide to, snap or anything.
Great service and what it means to be responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without a hitch. So I've taken those skills and applied.
Apparently he had an ISIS flag on his hitch.
Them to my career as a real estate agent, where I feel like
authorities covered up the ISIS flag. That was interesting.
What really sets me apart from other agents is my ability to be able to, one, be a fierce negotiator. So not only do I brilliantly market your property to make sure it gets sold as quickly as possible or gets leased as quickly as possible, but I'm also going to take every ounce of energy and putting it into negotiating for you and for your property to get the best.
Should have done another take.
Deal that you can possibly.
I didn't miss it.
Get for it. So once we get to the closing table, all the I's are going to be dotted, all the T's are going to be crossed, Everything's going to go off without a hitch. And that is my word that I'm giving to you as your real estate agent. So if that's the type of agent you're looking for, reach out to me. You see my phone number on the page. If not, it's 832-774-9718. Give me a call. And even if you don't want to have me as your agent, call me with any questions you may have. So even if you're a first-time home buyer or you're an experienced real estate investor and you're just looking for somebody to help you with doing some analysis on some properties that you're looking at, either way, give me a call. I'm glad to help anytime, and I'm looking forward to talking.
That was from 4 years ago. That was from 4 years ago. And I have to wonder, guys, there are sleeper cells in the United States. I have a if you've seen one of the Sean Ryan interviews recently, there was a former or current possibly CIA agent, intel asset, whatever she is. Although I will say I think some of her information is designed to get us to get involved with the sand folk a little bit more. So I'm skeptical of that individual. But this guy could have been, I mean, he comes across fairly normal, doesn't he? He comes across fairly damn normal, selling real estate. But who knows, 4 years ago, he might have been laying the groundwork to becoming radicalized. That's a possibility, y'all. It is definitely a possibility. He was trying to implement Workday HR software, and it gave him PTSD, PMSD. Yeah, yeah. He could have done a little bit better with that. Very short minute 42. Do better. You could have done better there. But yeah, here's the guy. There he is. After the cops did what they needed to do with him, it looks like it was a Ford, maybe a Dodge. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. He ended up running into a scissor lift or like a crane type of thing. I think that's what finally stopped him. And that's when he got out of the car and started shooting at folks. Um, it and here's the crazy thing. He should have never been able to get there. He should have never been able to get there because they were supposed to have barriers up, guys. They were supposed to have these awesome barriers, hydraulic barriers that lift up and block off Bourbon Street in New Orleans. But conveniently, just fucking conveniently, they didn't have them up for New Year's Eve. Apparently, one of the commissioners down there acted like she didn't know that they had sidewalk barricades that they could use. Excuse me, honey? Like, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, honey, maybe you don't need to be in your fucking position, ma'am. Fucking stupid. You shouldn't be that. I think she was a police commissioner. If you're a commissioner, you should know these things. You should know about these contingencies. It is sincerely frustrating that we have people that rise to levels of authority that seem to do so through weaponized incompetence. That's what it looks like to me in some of these scenarios. Good to see you, Gene Bondano. Thanks for watching the show tonight. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button, even though we're talking about some pretty sad stuff here. If you didn't know that there were barriers that you could have been using, you're an idiot. Your ignorance helped contribute to the death of others, and you should probably lose your job. Absolutely. She's an older lady too, so you know what? She's probably close to retirement anyway. So fuck off. Let's take a look at this. Some of the aftermath here. They blurred it out. Oh, well, good there. It's just blood. I mean, we saw it a second ago. Wasn't like there was any gray matter. People just freaking obliterated. People freaking obliterated. So, I mean, the speed at which he took off into the crowd, uh, just freaking. He accelerated very quickly. He accelerated very quickly. No way that fucking snack bar knew the barriers were down just by a guess. FB lie told him where to go. Yeah, aloha snack bar. Aloha snack bar. I am not one to. I've seen some people respond pretty viscerally to this. I've seen some people respond pretty visceral to this and call for a banning of a certain religion, banning Islam, banning anybody new that is a an observer of the Islam from coming into this country. And I'm not okay with that. I'm not. I understand. I understand that knee jerk response, but we have to fucking remember what happened in World War II. We have to remember the fact that they rounded up the Japs, guys. They rounded up Japanese and put them in internment camps based on some bad Japanese folks. We can't do that shit again. And I don't want people to lean down that road. While I do criticize Islam, as I do not believe it is a religion of peace, if you are practicing in a peaceful way, and not like the mosque that this dude went to, who literally told their congregation not to talk to the fucking, not to talk to authorities, not to talk to the media if they had information about what might have helped radicalize this individual. That's a problem. That mosque needs to probably be addressed. Any tax exempt status, maybe, needs to be taken away from that mosque if they are, in fact, facilitating this type of mentality in this country. Because there are tenets of Islam that if you adhere to them directly, oh, I'll block that out. Thanks, Sterling. Appreciate you. But if you, I don't think I had anything interesting in there, anyways. But I I'm not for banning an entire religion. I do think that this one probably needs to be looked at a little bit more intently, though. I think it does. I think you absolutely have to look at it. If the religion literally tells you that it is okay to lie to the infidels and to kill the infidels, it is morally acceptable. It is okay according to Allah to do those things. Then maybe you probably should look at them a little bit more closely. And if they have indicators of being extremists, indicators of fomenting terror, or destruction of the country, or destruction of the Christian principles that made this country what it is, then yeah, we need to address that. We need to have a little bit more scrutiny. Don't put people in camps. Don't ban an entire religion, but be smart about it. And you got to point out that not all religions are equal and not all cultures are equal. They're not. I'm not going to fucking pretend they are. There's a reason this country became great, and it wasn't because of Islam. Now, is it one of the three Abrahamic religions? Yes. Yes, it is. But I'm not for banning an entire religion. You definitely need to look at that mosque, though. The fact that they put out sent out a message to their congregation. I don't know what you would call it. I guess congregation is what you would use for a mosque. The fact that the leadership of that mosque did that is concerning as hell. It's very concerning. Gene Bondano, you're right. I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing. There's some stuff in the Talmud too about deceiving deceiving the Gentiles. And the Talmudic um, Judaism, not all Jews follow the Talmud as you know as determinedly as others, I suppose you could say. There's some interesting stuff. I would have to do way more research into that one and honestly, even to talk more about the Quran, I would have to do way more research into that to speak about it effectively and clearly. So I don't want to talk out of my ass necessarily on things, but hey, Entropy no bad with a $5 Rumble rant. Thank you so much for the donation, man. I appreciate the heck out of you, ma'am or woman, man or woman. I don't know. I don't want to assume. It could be Aziz or them, maybe. Longing rusted 17 daybreak furnace 9 benign homecoming 1 freight car. I'm not sure what the hell that is, but I'm gonna LRSD furnace 9. Oh, okay. I think. Well, there that is. Thank you for the $5. 9. Interesting. Yep. Yeah, there are. Yeah, there are, Sterling. And here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that seemed like a bit of a coded message there. That seemed like a bit of a coded message there. Just a little bit. Yeah, the Quran and the Talmud absolutely talk about abusing and taking advantage of people that are outside of their religion. Yes, that's true. That is very true. Lord of the Ring with another $1 Rumble rants. Thank you so much for the donation, sir. Instead of just banning Muslims, why don't we just ban literally everyone until we get our shit together? Nah, that would make too much sense. I absolutely am a fucking fan of that. For right now, I think it would be a great idea to shut immigration down completely, even legal, not permanently. Let's get that straight really quick. I think immigration can be a good thing. Legal, lawful immigration with strict parameters as to who we're going to let into this fucking country. I think you need to be selective with who immigrates to this country. If you can contribute positively to this country, if you demonstrate that you are going to be a positive influence on this society, yes, absolutely, come on in. But if you aren't, then no, sorry, we're full. See you later. Do better, improve yourself, and then come back and try again. Maybe check with us in check back later in a couple weeks. In a couple months, maybe a couple years. Get a skill, learn some things. I don't know. No, I am actually right now with what we currently have going on, the state of our country and our immigration system. I think we need to shut it down and then rework it. And then yes, at when we get right, we can start letting people in again. When we get it concrete, we can let people in again. Because I think immigration is Jesus. Lady Dozer is requesting Taco Bell. At least she asked. Good job, Lady Dozer, for asking permission. She cracks me up. she says, "I require Taco Bell. May I DoorDash some? And would you like some for later?" Yes, I would. Oh gosh. Don't buy a pager. Oh no, skunk. You're going to be accused of being you're going to be accused of being Islamophobic by mentioning pagers. That whole thing was silly on CNN. What's that from, Entropy? Oh, Miss Minnie Mill. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Good to see you. Appreciate you. We got 18 more days. 18 more days. I still think they're going to probably try to take him out, but maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't want it to be true. I don't want it to happen, but fuck Chip Roy. Chip Roy's a fucking dick. I think he had some moments where I think Chip Roy is an opportunist, and I think he is a red meat, manipulative politician, and he can fuck off. Chip Roy can fuck right off. I don't like the guy. I think he is a fucking snake. He may be saying all the things and he may be aligning himself with Thomas Massey, but I think Chip Roy might be a piece of shit. That's just my opinion. That's just my read on the guy based on some of the interviews. When he was interviewing with Steve Dice or Dice, however you pronounce that fucking nerd's name. Fuck Steve Dice. I don't care. Fuck that guy. He's a fucking simp. And he fucking hates Trump because Trump is not a freaking establishment polished individual. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care, Steve Dice. Go fuck yourself, you little nerd. Twat waffle. Twat waffle. Sign language. Twat waffle. I'm so happy I learned that. But no, yeah, Steve douche. Yeah, if you like him, that's fine. I don't care. I think he's a bit of just a pussy. Honestly, he just strikes me as a pussy, and he gets all pissed off about people that are crude and the whole pomp and circumstance thing. I'm done with that. I'm done with that pomp and circumstance type of mentality. No, we need people to get rough and down in the freaking dirt and get on it. That's what we need in this country. We don't need these clean shaven fucking pussies. And if you shave your face, I'm not calling you a pussy because you shave your face, although your man card might be in question. Playing. Make beards great again. Make presidents with beards great again. One of the cool things about JD Vance being our vice president, if age-wise, it's a possibility. Statistically, it is a possibility that Trump, something could happen. One of the good things that could come from that, if something does happen to Trump, we could end up with our first president with a beard since Ulysses S. Grant, possibly? Was it Grant the last one with a beard? I don't know. My presidential history is a little bit lacking right now. I would love it. I would love to see a president with a beard, damn it. Steve D's nuts. Nice, Sterling. That's a good one. You love Josh Hawley until his debates. Hawley's mostly good, but sometimes I didn't actually watch his debates. I sucked. I was not as involved in state races as I should have been. But yeah, Lord of the Rings, you have a nicer beard than JD Vance. He's shaved it, he's trimmed it, but it could get better. That is a potential epic beard that we could have with JD Vance if we get a president JD Vance. I don't want a president JD Vance. I want Trump for 4 years, as long as he's able to perform the duties, unlike Biden. But yeah, but yeah. Hmm. I forgot my rant meter. Shit, Miss Minnie Mel. Let me show you. For those who might be new to the channel, that's my rant meter. That's a Gura meter. I shuffle back and forth between the Gura meter and the rage meter. All right. That happens. I usually pull that out whenever I'm going into a rant. I can usually pick up on the signs and figure out when it's about to happen. But this time it just kind of happened and I had to roll with it. I had to get it out of my system, guys. That's how it goes. Usually when I get the rant out, I'm good and I can keep moving on. It's how I am in life too. Once I get it out, I'm good. Yeah. Apparently Truman had a beard for a brief period. Interesting. Like Bailey. Yeah, Bailey's solid. Bailey's solid. Oh, Schroyer has a solid beard. I would, if you guys look back in my channel, if you scroll through to my old videos, if you think this is an okay beard, I had a solid beard about a year and a half ago. That thing, I need to get back to that. That was a hell of a beard I had going on. I kind of miss it. I also had a lot shorter hair then. I've been growing it out for a little bit, guys. The mane doth grow. The forehead has grown a little bit as well. It's almost a 5 head. At least 4.5. It's at least a 4.5 head. We'll give it at least 4.5. Maybe 4.9. All right. I'm not. I'll try to remember my rant meter next time, guys. But let's get back into the story here. Had to divert. That's what we do here. We squirrel. I call it the weave. You weave in, you weave out. I weaved over here, and eventually I get right back and I make my point. Because it's a good idea to make your point. Let's see. We have something from Fox News.
Breaking news right now into our newsroom. I want to alert our viewers. Our sources now tell Fox that truck from Eagle Pass, Texas, did not cross 2 days ago. It crossed on November 16th, and the identification of the driver that crossed the border does not appear to be the shooter. We will get more clarification, we expect, Molly, in just 4 or 5 minutes from investigators on the ground.
Yeah, potentially the headline there is that truck changed hands at some point. Police set to give an update really any minute now within the next hour, and we are keeping a close eye on that for you. Outnumbered after the break.
I'm just saying it's awfully suspicious that in November this thing was going across the border, and then in Germany you had the attack on that Christmas parade back was it early December or late November? I can't remember if it was right after Thanksgiving or not. Germany had their attack, right? So I don't know, guys. I don't know. It seems like there might be a coordinated thing going on. Awareness levels up. Don't stay in white for sure. Yellow is your good. We'll break that down in a little bit if people are wondering what the situational awareness levels are. So we'll talk about it. Squirrel was going to be your name until skunk. Shit, Sangland. No, stop it. I could do a back to front comb over if you keep growing the back. The hair up here is actually as long. It's just the way it lays. I was having this discussion. Lady Dozer was telling me this is a mullet. This is not a mullet, damn it, because the hair up top is just as long as the hair on the sides. It's just there's a little bit of breakage going on up there because when I run my hands through my hair like this, and then it breaks off sometimes. But no, most of the hair up there is still just as long. Just saying. Yeah, the truck was a rental. It came through. That was the Cybertruck was too, though. But it changed hands at some point. So I don't know. There's so much. There's so much that's tentative. Apparently, this man was there. This is the metal barricades were left down. So from Colin Rugg, this was back, this a day old. So take it for what it is. But The metal barricades, they're actually hydraulic, were left down, which led to the horrific New Orleans terror attack, according to a witness on CNN. A witness has now come forward and says the hydraulic metal barriers were down during the attack. Here's everything we know. And this was about a day ago, so things have changed since then, I assume. And I have an article with updates. So the man rammed his truck into a crowd on Bourbon Street. A black flag was spotted on the back of his truck. That was an ISIS flag. After running over dozens of people, the man got out and started firing at people and the cops. The man was shot and killed. Back at this point, there were 10. I think there's up to 15 or so that are dead now. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Prayers for the families and the friends of those who did lose their lives. FBI says they're investigating as an act of terrorism, although at first they acted like that wasn't an act of terrorism, because why would we want to call it what it is? Hydraulic metal barricades were left down, according to this witness. Let's go ahead and listen to what he has to say. If this might be a little bit loud, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it down a little bit. So hopefully I don't destroy any of the eardrums of my headphones, listeners.
Woman, probably in her, she was an older Hispanic woman, probably in her mid-30s. She had a wedding ring on her finger. We were that close.
I just didn't know if there were kids.
Yeah, Skunk, I do enjoy the Chiefs. The Chiefs are pretty awesome. I don't watch much football anymore after they started doing all the crap years ago with the freaking political crap. I'm a political creature by nature, but when I watch sports, I'm watching sports to watch, destruction, and fun. I'm not watching for political messages. And when they started doing that, I tuned out. And so I watched a lot of UFC and weightlifting.
Or, any kids around.
No, there was no small.
It was 3 a.m.
No small children.
Okay.
No small children. None in our area.
It would have been kind of weird at 3 a.m. on Bourbon Street in New Orleans for a bunch of kids to be on the street. Although I will say, delivering DoorDash at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning in Sikeston, Missouri, you go over to housing, and for some reason, there are a bunch of little kids running around. Like little freaking kids running around in the middle of the night. I don't know what that's about. I was concerned. There was a person right there that walked out and got the kid and was doing things, but why is your little child out at 2 o'clock in the morning and at night? Just stop it.
Right.
Do better.
Right. Did you see, when you were looking down from the balcony, did you see the truck? Did you see the suspect?
Oh, he had been gone. That's what I was telling other news sources. Like, we have these hydraulic steel barriers from past events. Last Mardi
Dude, bro, so if it was in housing, so take that for what you will.
Gras, this happened to an extent, maybe not terrorism, but still people getting hit in mass population with vehicles. Those barricades were not up, period. They had the flimsy orange ones that you could just push over with your finger. We actually thought it was kind of odd, because usually when you get to Bourbon Street, you can turn your back to Canal and not worry about anything. You can just walk the street, especially on New Year's, and there were still vehicles coming after 8 p.m. And then, the fact that they never raised them, that's how this guy was able to get down Bourbon Street so quickly and cause so much damage. Because there's other barricades past the Canal and Bourbon intersection. There's more like every 2-3 blocks. So what was 10 or 15 dead and 30 wounded could have only been maybe 5 and 15. Who can say, but it definitely would have been minimalized, because this truck could not go around those barricades. Everything in New Orleans in the French Quarter has a balcony. All the balconies have poles, several steel posts, and there's no going around anything. If that barricade's up, that's a wrap. That's your end.
So just to be clear, you're saying that they were just...
It's too fucking convenient, guys. It's too freaking convenient, in my opinion. I'm just saying. Ooh, apparently I have high CPU usage detected. I haven't seen that one on my laptop before. Interesting. I think someone was asking where Sikeston is. It's southeast Missouri, Boot Heel area. They have a lake, not a fancy lake or anything though. Yeah, this is. I think this is and especially if they're trying to indicate that, you got military folks. If especially with the other one, apparently he was in military intelligence with the Cybertruck. Matthew Livelberg. I don't know. I forgot his name. We'll see it here in a minute. But it seems like it's a way for them to push a narrative. Usually when they let it happen on purpose, lie hop, or make it happen on purpose, my hop, make it happen on purpose. Usually there's a motive for that, and it's to push a increased level of control on the public, especially when it's domestic. And if it's the whole DVE thing that we've seen rise up recently, domestic violent extremist, it's odd that they would have picked a fella who is Muslim though. Although no, never mind. They're back to their old ways. I think this is probably a way for us to get a little bit more inspired to go to war with the Sandfolk. That's what my thought is. We'll see. We'll see as more information comes out. If we find out that he has ties to Iran and was planning to go after Trump, well, then it's fucking bullshit. It's all bullshit. If they start saying this is a reason to go after Iran, it's all garbage. And they made it happen. Whether or not they used their PSYOP operation there, I think it's the 4th unit of psychological operations or something like that at Fort Bragg. Now Fort Liberty. I think they changed the name because you can't have historical figures their names being used to be on military bases because they could have done something bad in the past. Oh no. Fucking retarded Biden administration, I swear. By the way, Locals is up now. The Locals live stream is active and rolling. Good job, Locals. You got there eventually. Good job. Yeah.
The flimsy orange barricades that weren't up. That they weren't the same barricades there as elsewhere.
No, the metal ones were absolutely not engaged.
Wow, and that struck you at the time, right? Because there was that 2017 incident with Mardi Gras where a drunk driver drove through. And so from what my understanding is, they increased security measures in that area because of what happened there. But what you're saying is that you didn't see the security that should have been there to protect the revelers.
Yeah, we were walking right across it. Like as you walk down Bourbon, you cross like 5 of them. And then even when you turn off the side streets of Bourbon, there's more. Like the precautions are there and everything's implicated. You just have to use it.
Yep, 9 times out of 10, it's lie hop. They know about this shit. They know that it's happening, and they choose to do nothing about it. So that's my problem with this. They probably let it happen on purpose. They were aware of it, and they probably facilitated it to an extent. Apparently, Ryan Routh, the second Trump attempted assassin, he apparently was at stationed at the same base whenever he was in the military. So something interesting coming out of Fort Bragg or Fort Liberty. Army 4th Psychological Warfare Group. Yeah, that was a you played the PSYOP ad that the military had earlier, Sterling. That was really interesting. Probably going to have the news blaming Iran and ISIS to undermine Trump's peace agenda and try to trick him into taking the bait to go to war against the Middle Eastern scapegoats. Yes. Yeah, Sterling, I absolutely agree with you. That's probably what they're probably going to do. And, God bless Trump, but he is of the boomer mentality where, got to go after those brown folks over there in the East. You tried to kill me. Now I'm going to glass you. No, it was the assassination attempts were inspired, but that was internal. I'm convinced that was internal, especially with Routh. Routh is absolutely a glowy Fed asset at least. You don't have a on your record. What was it? A weapon of mass destruction. It was a machine gun. Fully auto, I guess. You don't have that on your record, and then all of a sudden you're able to travel to Ukraine, and you don't have a job, but you have all these funds to go traveling around the country and or around the world and get people on your team to go to Slava Ukraini. That doesn't happen. That's Fed stuff. You say that though, and they call you a conspiracy theorist. They call you crazy. Not quite. It is a lot of a lot of misinformation and disinformation will be put out there by our own, own people, our own government. We should expect it. We should definitely expect it. Be skeptical. Be skeptical. Apparently, this man, Shamsud Din Jabbar, apparently he also donated to the Democrats using Act Blue. Oh yeah. No, the guy apparently is an American. This guy apparently was born Shamsud Din Jabbar. He was born in Texas, from what I understand. His parents were immigrants, from what I read, but I mean there could be more information. So, last break time. How the U.S. might and see JJR. Last break time, Bill Dozer. You mentioned how the U.S. might want us to go to war with the Sand People. My latest vid mentions similar history that you mentioned. Well, guys, check out JJR. Check out his channel. He's making content as well. Give him a follow while you're there. Oh, man. Sorry, I do have a little bit of the sniffles. I do believe the boy may have spread some of his funk to me. That, or I just need to get some more of that nasal spray. Skunk, I'm not sure. I don't. Osceola cheese. Nope. I have not been to Osceola cheese. It is not ringing a bell either. No. Yeah, we'll say American with an ISIS flag. He technically was born in this country, so I would go ahead and say you could probably revoke that dude's American citizenship if he was still alive. But clearly not a member of this team. Not a member of this team. I heard the Stack Bar recently went to Cairo to visit the Muslim Brotherhood headquarters. Interesting. That's interesting. I hadn't heard that one yet, Gene Bondano. Interesting point there. Let's see. Yeah, the boy got me too. All right. Let me see right here. We've got an article that I'm going to go ahead and pull up if I can find it. Where did it go? There it is. And this is actually from Texas. So the what is this? The Texan something. Texan Star, something like that. I hate to not give the news source its credit here, but it's the Texan. It was just in black and I couldn't see it because I have dark mode. So let's go ahead and pull this article up. We're going to do a little bit of a read through here. Oh, look at that. If you want to join my Discord, it's getting a little bit more active in the Discord. There's some, the memes. The memes are flowing freely. There's a general. There's all kinds of little categories that you could chat in if you want to do that. If you want me to add a category in the Discord, just let me know and I will do my best to get that done. Might need to at me or something like that so I pay attention because I get a little bit spacey every now and then. Guys, I have a full-time job that I have to do as well. So, and I am a father of 3. So I get a little bit busy. Oh, also the dozerden.locals.com, which we are also streaming to Locals. Guys, Mondays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Central. That is what time the Dozer Den is active. I stream to Rumble, X, Locals now, and ScrewTube. I also have a YouTube channel, Bill Dozer 74 there as well. I don't really care if that one grows, to be honest with you, though. My focus is here on a free speech platform like Rumble. By the way, let's go ahead and do an ad read from the RAC, the Rumble Ad Center. And I am truly, truly happy to see this ad here, even if it's only an 89-cent ad read. Guys, I love this ad read. Be Naked, the first sponsor of this episode of the Dozer Den. In today's society, it's tough to be a man in a world dominated by overly masculine, liberal women. That's just not how it's meant to be. Everywhere we look, it's gender neutral this product or made for her that product. That is why we started a company that embodies the ethos of men's lives matter too. It's true, guys. It's true. with products that aren't designed to be gender neutral or used by people with pronouns. That's right. No pronouns for anybody. Fuck pronouns. Be naked. Our products at Rumble are designed and built for men by men. Period. Not the one that comes monthly, because it's male. So if you struggle with low energy, mood swings, or even hair loss, or if you need to perform better at the gym, maybe even in the bedroom, it happens, guys. It happens. Sometimes you need a little help. That's okay. Maybe eat better, exercise a little bit more. That could help too. But be naked's an option. And recover quicker after activities in the bedroom. That's right. We talk about stuff and things, not stuff and things here. Be naked. Good Lord. Throw out all your other garbage supplements and try animal organs. They are traditionally the most nutrient-rich supplements on the planet, but our bison organs are a step above. The grass-fed, non-vaccinated bison are a species where the weak are allowed to die and only the strongest survive. So here is our commitment to you from men who have real confidence in their products. Try this today, and if you don't like it, that's fine. Return it for a refund. Go to BeNaked.com, use promo code STUDIO, and get 15% off your animal organs today. That's right. You take those animal organs, guys. Take them and just consume those animal organs. Just put them in you. I love this ad read. BeNaked.com. Check them out. They're not going to approve that. They're not going to approve that ad read. Oh, man. Hope you guys hope you guys enjoyed that. I had fun with it. I hope you did too. What's up, Retsnom? Thanks for watching. Oh, yes. If you put that in a Rumble, Retsnom, if you put that in a Rumble rant, I'll sing it. I will. I'm not even lying. That's an old school internet throwback right there, Retsnom. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, goodness gracious. I could never get on the bison burger craze. Bison mixed with a little bit of beef is okay. Bison by itself, it was too dry. Maybe it was prepared improperly. I don't know. But mixed with beef, it was solid. But no animals during sex. Absolutely. I had to have fun with that ad read. That is a silly ad read, and I was happy that it was there. I'm red. I'm not a Russian or Chicom. Almost said something bad there. I stopped myself. Whew. Oh. Retsnom, one is glad to be of service. Y'all ain't right. Let's read an article, guys. Back to... Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. I have an annuity and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth. 877 cash now. Okay, I had to read it because it was fun. From the Texan. Texas man with ISIS ties kills 15. It's up to 15. That was an hour ago. That should be pretty accurate then. 15 New Orleans attack. The FBI concluded its search in North Houston on Thursday, providing few details to the public. Why would they want to do that? This is from Mary Elise Cosgray. Thank you for the article, Mary. From the Texan. The FBI is investigating an apparent terrorist attack on New Year's Day in New Orleans, Louisiana, where a native Texan and member of ISIS drove a rented truck through a crowd on Bourbon Street, killing 15 people and injuring dozens of others. The perpetrator was confirmed by the FBI as 42-year-old Shamsud Din Jabbar, who opened fire at law enforcement after driving a Ford pickup truck. It was a Ford, through a truck over the crowd, injuring 2 police officers before being fatally shot on the scene. New Orleans law enforcement and the FBI confirmed that Jabbar picked up the vehicle in Houston on December 30th, then drove to New Orleans on December 31st, posting videos proclaiming his support for ISIS. In one of the videos, Jabbar explained that he had originally intended to harm his family and friends, but changed plans as he was concerned the headlines wouldn't focus on the war between believers and non believers. Holy shit. Literally all the stereotypes. Good job. Good job, guy. Jabbar was a member of the U.S. Army for 10 years, serving in Afghanistan in 2009. But he was HR and IT, so I guess he was just working on computers and stuff there. The Houston FBI began its search on Wednesday afternoon in North Houston related to the January 1st New Orleans attack, but provided few details due to the ongoing nature of the investigation. Guys, if I do miss anything in the chat that's important, please feel free to all caps me for just a moment. I try to keep an eye on the chat as I'm reading through the articles, but as we're reading, we get a little bit focused on this. So, the search conducted on the 12,000 block of Crescent Peak Drive concluded early on Thursday morning, hours after news agencies shared drone photos of a man with his hands raised, appearing to have been taken into custody. At approximately 7:50 a.m., FBI Houston and the Harris County Sheriff's Office concluded a court-authorized search. At this time, there is no threat to residents in that area. Due to the ongoing nature of the investigation, we are unable to provide any details. The Sheriff's Office, which was collaborating with the FBI in the Houston search, told the Texan that they cannot release any information regarding whether arrests were made on the scene. So who was the guy with his hands up on drone footage? The FBI did not specify whether anyone had been arrested during the search. Whether arrests were made on the scene. Maybe not. According to FBI's statement on the attack, an ISIS flag was located in the vehicle, and the FBI is working to determine the subject's potential associations and affiliations with terrorist organizations. IEDs were also found in Jabbar's rented vehicle, as well as spread around the French Quarter of New Orleans. So he had them in his truck and around the French Quarter. They had placed IEDs. Thank God they didn't go off. Thank God they didn't go off. Including the St. Louis Cathedral, leading to the postponement of the college football playoffs Sugar Bowl. I typically am not okay with terrorists causing us to change the way we live, but I also am aware that we need to be smart. And when you cannot secure sensitive targets, you probably do need to postpone things and make sure that you can secure them. So in this instance, I am okay with making sure that we are able to secure the sensitive targets or the potential targets. So, yep. FB lied. Domestic terrorists are and cleanup crew. Destroy our evidence, boys. Interbreed nomad guy in a buffalo. Are you looking at the? Are you looking at the at benaked.com? Nice. Let's see. All right. Just making sure I'm not missing anything there. Let's see. Texas Lieutenant Governor Jan Patrick weighed in on the attack. As acting governor, earlier this morning, I spoke to our law enforcement to learn what we knew about the Texas license plate that was reported on the truck involved in the deadly terrorist attack in New Orleans. Governor Greg Abbott was out of the state at the University of Texas Longhorns playoff game in Atlanta, making Patrick the acting governor. Patrick added, "At that time, our great Texas law enforcement already had enough information for me to determine that this was a deadly terrorist attack. An ISIS flag on the truck sends a pretty clear message. That it does." Abbott said later on social media, "I spoke with Louisiana Governor Landry and offered the full assistance of the state of Texas. Texas stands with our neighbor. I'm working with DPS and all levels of law enforcement to ensure the safety of Texans." The FBI Assistant Special Agent in charge in New Orleans held a press conference at 6 a.m. after the attack where she had stated, "This is not a terrorist attack. What it is right now is there's IEDs that was found, and we are working on confirming if it is a viable device or not." There's IEDs that was found. The fuck? Is that what she actually said? I didn't actually listen to her because there were a bunch of people that were like, "Oh, she's a DEI hire." I don't know what this woman's qualifications were. I know she was black, a woman, and she had a nose ring. That doesn't necessarily indicate she's a DEI hire, guys. It really doesn't. But the grammar there is a little bit concerning. If you're a special agent, the FBI assistant special agent in charge, you're the agent in charge of the operation or the logistics, whatever. Speak well, for God's sake. Speak well. Clean your fucking grammar up and speak well. I don't give a fuck what culture you come from. If you're in a fucking position that you are in a position of authority, if you're in a position of authority, maybe, just fucking maybe, you should kind of speak like you are an adult. Maybe you should clean up your language just a little bit. Guys, I wouldn't talk in a professional setting, in a setting where I'm doing a job duty or something like that. I'm not going to necessarily speak as conversationally as I do on a stream or as I do in my from day to day. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to be a little bit more by the book, a little bit more professional. What it is right now is there's IEDs that was found. What the fuck? Proper grammar, you dumb bitch. Like, just fix your fucking shit. Fix your fucking shit if you're going to be addressing a serious issue like this. If you're going to be the face of authority that is supposed to be trying to calm people down, speak well. Do better. Fucking do better, FBI. Dear God. Yes, I am going to go ahead and say I am probably a little bit annoyed with her grammar. Is you is or is you ain't? No, fuck that shit. Speak well. You're in a serious position. Act like it. And you know what? Yeah, fuck the nose ring. You don't need a nose ring in that position. If you're going to be on TV, take it out for the media appearance. Put it back in afterwards. If you have people that work at a fucking gas station that aren't allowed to have a nose ring or a fucking earring, maybe if you're an FBI special agent, you shouldn't be acting in official capacity with the nose ring in. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bit petty here. Maybe I'm being a little bit fucking petty. I don't know. I don't know. Entropy, shut up, Entropy. God damn it. Axing question. Oh God. I don't like Ebonics. Just speak well. If you're in a conversational capacity, I don't care. I don't care how you talk if you're talking with people on the side. But if you're in a professional capacity, you're in a serious position like the FBI agent. Maybe, just maybe, clean your shit up for just a few minutes. Just a few minutes, and then you can go back to axing questions. I ain't going to be saying ain't whenever I'm acting in a professional capacity. Whenever I'm trying to speak well and come across a little bit more professionally, that's the word. But yeah. Ugh, that's odd. It's odd, guys. Lord Sterling, did she end any sentence with did she end any sentences with prepositions? Because I'll go berserk. I don't think so. Let me go ahead and pull it up again. We'll continue. I don't think I'm going to need to rant again about it, but we'll pull it up again here. All right. Patrick responded, the idea that the FBI assistant special agent in charge in New Orleans said this morning that this was not a terrorist attack is shocking, idiotic, and alarming. Well, that's some good words for it. If the agent was unsure, she should have said she didn't know at that moment. I agree. The fact that the FBI assistant special agent in charge said with assurance, with certainty, if you will, that this was not a terrorist attack should be reason for the agent's termination. Maybe. There are many great agents in the FBI, but it's clear leadership is lacking at the highest level of the FBI and major reform is needed. That's putting it lightly, I would say. I spoke to President Trump this morning about the attack and told him he can't go to the Oval Office soon enough, he concluded. The official FBI X account confirmed at 8:45 a.m. on Wednesday that they are working to investigate the attack as an act of terrorism. Disclosure. Unlike almost every other media outlet, the Texan is not beholden to any special interests, does not apply for any type of state or federal funding, and relies on its readers for financial support. Well, damn. Good on you, the Texan. I might have to check you guys out a little bit more, if that is indeed the case. You're a federal agent. You represent the United States of America. Never end a sentence with a preposition. That's right. God, I need to get a soundboard, guys. I need a soundboard. It's going to happen at some point. I was talking to Mild, and he has a little soundboard program or something that he uses, and it was okay. It was okay. It was better than nothing. Better than nothing. I have my impressions when all else fails. At least I have my impressions. Well, there that update was. That was a pretty decent update. Good job, the Texan. I'm going to go ahead and get that link and put that off to the side, and I will add that to my show notes, the description later. That way you guys can check them out if you are so inclined. Don't think I can put it in there. You know what? I'll put it in the comment for now. Comments for now. And then I'll put it in the description later. So that way it's there. That way it's there. Let's check up on the likes real quick, guys, to see how we're doing here. Showing support for the Dozer Den. Ooh, 532. And I see we're up to 25. Guys, I see we have 54 people watching. Take a brief moment, a smidgen of a second to smash that like button, guys. You got to give that like button a good thumping. It's necessary. It's necessary and required, honestly. If you get excited, I understand. I understand that we get excited about that like button. If you must hit it more than once, please at least hit it thrice. Because if you hit it twice, well, that cancels it out. And we don't want to cancel out our likes, guys. We don't want to cancel out our support for the Dozer Den. You got to be proud, loud and proud of being a killdozer. One of the Komatsus within this glorious Dozer Den. Plus that plus. That's right. Oh, goodness. I think I had I have a clip of Biden, I believe, his response to this attack. Let me see here. Where did he go? Ooh, real quick though. We have Kennedy. Here's a couple clips from Kennedy that I want to play. What's up, Coffee Crew Mocha? Good to see you. Appreciate you watching the show tonight. Excuse me. Killdozers unite. That's right. Currently a metaphor. It'll probably stay that way. You think the likes are rigged? Oh no. Well, that wouldn't be good. I think some of these channels that have 100 and something thousand followers and end up with 300 people watching live and nobody active in the live chat might be a little sus. There was a channel I saw earlier today that had 300 and something, like 350, 400 people watching on Rumble. They have 100 and something thousand subscribers. Nobody was active in the live chat. Not one person. I don't know what that means, but it's sus. Maybe it means that all their people are mostly YouTube watchers. And maybe they just watch, on Rumble without an account. If you do not have an account, what are you doing? Take a minute. What are you doing? Come on, man. Make an account. You're on Rumble. It's the best thing you could do for supporting speech, and and we gotta get it. Make an account, man. It's the best Biden I got. Just sounds like a blithering idiot. Yeah, create a Rumble account if you haven't. I know we have people that watch after the live stream, and if you are watching after the live stream, thank you so much for taking time out of your day or night or whenever to watch the show after the live stuff. I sincerely appreciate you. If you have not created an account yet, go ahead and do so. It takes you 5 minutes or so. Oh, I have to handle something really quick. Apparently they forgot some items from Taco Bell. Doing my side gig right now. Guys, if you want to make sure that this individual is not door dashing in the evenings and is instead focused on providing quality content for you guys, you can always subscribe to the channel. It's $5 a month. That's just a couple of sodas a month, guys, in this economy. $5 a month to support the Dozer Den just a little bit, but it goes a long way. Nobody ever has to, but you can gift subscriptions if you are so inclined as well to your fellow chatters. Right there. Yeah, you could give somebody a subscription. It's an option. It's there. Little gift box, red gift box. Nobody has to, but it's there if you want to. What do we have here? Lord of the Rings, Joe Biden impression involves using the N. Oh, no. Lord of the Rings. My Joe Biden impression involves using the N-word like he did on C-SPAN. Oh my goodness. He did that. He did that a lot. Over and over again. Let's pull up Kennedy. He had a thing here. A statement. And then there's another one I got to pull up from him as well.
I promise you this. I will, when it is appropriate.
I promise you this. When it is appropriate, we're going to get this guy. All right? I tell you what, we're going to get this guy.
And this investigation is complete. You will find out what happened and who was responsible. Or I will raise fresh hell. And I
love the way this man speaks.
Chase those in the federal government who are responsible for telling us what happened, like they stole Christmas.
The subject has been identified as 42-year-old Samsud Dim Jabbar, a U.S.-born citizen from Texas. He was driving a Ford pickup truck, which appears to be rented, and we are working to confirm how the subject came in possession of this vehicle. An ISIS flag was located on the trailer hitch of the vehicle, and the FBI is working to determine the subject's potential associations and affiliations with terrorist organizations. Weapons and potential improvised explosive devices, IEDs, were located in the subject's vehicle. Other potential IEDs were also located in the French Quarter. We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. We're aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associates. That's why we need the public's help. We are asking if anybody has any interactions with Samsud Dim Jabbar in the last 72
If that's the same agent, she sounds like she's a little bit more polished in this one.
hours that you contact us. The FBI is asking the public's help. We're asking anyone who has information, video, or pictures to provide it to the FBI. We have set up a digital tip line as well as our 1-800 number, 1-800-CALL-FBI. Please provide us with any information that can assist us in this investigation. Today at approximately 3:15 a.m. Central Standard Time, an individual drove a pickup truck into a crowd on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, killing at least 10 individuals and injuring dozens more. After hitting the crowd, he exited the vehicle and fired upon local law enforcement. Law enforcement returned fire and the subject was pronounced deceased at the scene. 2 law enforcement officers were injured and transported to local hospitals.
Well, there that was. We have another clip here from Kennedy. Got to find it here. I don't think it was too far away. Oh, here's the actual video of him doing what he did. My question is this person are they following the white truck? And why are they following the white truck? Was this at the time that they were, or is this using multiple video sources to get multiple angles? I'm not quite sure what's going on here. If they are filming it before the incident happens, why are they filming? Who did I have questions. What's up, Salt Dumpster? Here it comes. Right by the cop. Right by the freaking cop. And ooh, that's loud. Sorry. I don't think that ambulance was actually going towards the. That was probably for something else. Convenient timing. But why is this person recording? Like, why are they following that white truck? What's going on here? Was something going on with the truck before that made this person pay attention to them? Like, they zoom in on it. Like, is this just CCTV footage that they can manipulate? Okay. Looky, that's what's going on. Look there. Okay, so up here, it looks like this is a screen. So this is a wider screen, possibly, that they are. I don't know. Okay, the camera itself is not following him. It's just CCTV wide angle footage of that street. It's the person that is on, like, recording it on their phone and looking. That's what's going on. We figured it out, guys. We figured it out. Okay. VMS or digital and allow you to zoom in and follow people after the fact. Oh, okay. Well, there's that too. Maybe there's part of that. I don't know. Fucking nuts. Gosh dang. All right. I saw a video. Robert Gouveia was playing a video of the cops. There were some cops on a corner, just doing their thing, being ready. And you see them all get the call, and when they get the call that this happened, they all just take off running. It was kind of cool to see, them spring into action like that. So that's one thing that's not easy in a position like that. That's your job. You run towards the danger. You run towards the people that are hurt, even though, according to the Supreme Court, technically they do not have a duty to protect and serve. Thankfully, there are a lot of officers that execute the duty faithfully. So. Oh, Jay, Skunk, you're a nurse. I got two brothers that are nurses. That is an often thankless job. I will say, though, there are some nurses. There are quite a few nurses out there that are pretty fucking cunty and have power trips. I had some recent experiences with nurses, and some of those bitches can eat shit. But not all. Most nurses are cool. There were some really good nurses that I dealt with that were very nice and not cunty. So that was good. That was good. Yeah, nursing is being a nurse is not a yeah, I do know nurses. Being a nurse is not an easy job. I was a patient sitter for a few years at one of the local hospitals, and while I wasn't doing nursing, I saw a lot of the literal crap that you got to deal with. Although most of the times it's the CNA that's cleaning up the crap. But there's a lot of nurses. It doesn't mean that those nurses don't actually help the CNAs. There are some nurses who act like they're too good for it, helping do the dirty work, but a lot of them are still going to get down there and do what they need to do. So thank you to the nurses out there. Appreciate you. You've been a nurse for 32 years. God bless you, Skunk71. You're one of the freaking good ones then. You're one of the nurses that I enjoyed having when I was a freaking patient sitter, because they were glad to have me, because technically as a patient sitter, you sit for people who are, overdoses, behavioral health risks, confused, altered mental status, Alzheimer's, dementia, alcohol withdrawals, stuff like that. You're in the room with those individuals for an 8-hour shift, a 12-hour shift sometimes. And you deal with some verbal abuse. I'll say that as a patient sitter, because you're just the guy there that's sitting there making sure they don't hurt themselves or others. And technically, as a patient sitter, I wasn't supposed to prevent them from doing things to hurt themselves or others, but I have a soul. And I wasn't going to let a little old lady rip a catheter out of her, or rip an IV out, or get up and try to take off walking when she was missing a leg. I'm going to redirect and prevent that from happening, and then get some people in to help if we need to get people in to help. Maybe they need some Ativan, some Halidol, whatever. But yeah, I saw a lot of interesting things working at a hospital. So there are bad people in certain professions. There are good people in certain professions. It just depends. Yeah, as long as the support staff is actually going to do their job and not try to act like they're too good to do their job. There's some people that act like that. They would rather not be bothered. So, a nurse for assisted living. That's rough. That is rough. Kudos to those who do often thankless professions. So you are appreciated and you are doing something important. Good job. Thank you. I'm going to get to that Cybertruck thing here in a minute. I had another clip from Kennedy that I wanted to play. If I can find it. Oh. Is this okay? Oh, this was the bullet. Some of the fire after he hit the crane. Might be a little loud. 10-second clip here.
Oh God, this fucking does!
Oh yeah. But that boy sobered up real fucking quick. I guarantee you.
Oh God, this fucking does!
And then other people, and then people died. God, these guys were just having a good time on New Year's Eve. They were just having a good time on New Year's Eve, and this piece of shit fucking observer of the religion of peace decided to put a damper on that. It's game over, man. It's game over. But I had one more here from. Okay, this was the armored truck going towards his home in Texas. Here's another little clip from Kennedy here. 2 minutes. There's, from Clint Russell, Liberty Lockpod on X, worth a follow, cool guy, was almost the vice presidential candidate for the Libertarian Party. He's not a libertarian. He's a well-reasoned individual and has some very, very decent thoughts. So, according to Clint, his interpretation of this is it sounds a lot like Senator Kennedy believes this was an inside job. Reminder, Senate confirmation hearings begin next week. Cash and Tulsi want to reform intel agencies, and the timing is highly suspect, to put it mildly. We need answers. I agree. Yeah, that was rough. Not all cultures are created equal. I agree. They're not. They're fucking not. And it's not wrong to say that. It's the truth. If it's the truth, it's not bigoted if it's the fucking truth. It's objective analysis of the circumstance.
The federal government is now in charge of this investigation. By that, I mean the White House, the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, and the Department of Justice. I have not talked to the FBI. Maybe they've talked to my staff. I don't know. I did talk to the Secretary of Homeland Security a little while ago. And I told him that with all the respect I could muster, that we expect to put the full force and resources of the federal government behind this investigation. Our state troopers, our local police departments, our sheriffs, we've got many sheriffs here today, have been terrific so far. Federal government is cooperating with them. I hope that will continue. Here's what I want to ask from the federal government. Catch these people. Catch these people. And then tell the American people the truth. Now, I don't want you to tell us yet anything that's going to interfere with your investigation. And there are things that I've been told that I think are true that I'm not sharing with you today because it could interfere with their investigation. But after we get to the bottom of this, they need to tell the American people the truth. And the people in New Orleans the truth.
Enjoy the rest of your shift, JJR. Thanks for listening while working.
And the people of America the truth. I think the mayor and the governor are very wise to postpone this ball game for 24 hours. There's just too much stuff we don't know. And it's just not worth it. But I guess my final point is, I will promise you this. I will, when it is appropriate and this investigation is complete, you will find out what happened and who was responsible. Or I will raise fresh hell. And I will chase those in the federal government who are responsible for telling us what happened, like they stole Christmas.
There's a lot there to what he just said. There's definitely a lot there to what he just said. Yeah. This is the lady, screw it, real quick. Palette cleanser. The pretty lady with the awesome song. We played this at the end of the stream last stream. She is Aya May. She's freaking going viral. Let's listen to some of these lyrics. Real quick. Speaking of the government doing shit to fuck with the people.
Man-made virus, watch the millions die. Biggest profit of their lives. Here's inflation, that's your prize. This is Carmageddon. Turn on the news and eat their lies. Kim or Kanye, pick a side. Cancel culture, what a vibe. This is Carmageddon. Corporations swear they never lie. Politicians bribe for life. More than war, it's genocide. Man-made
Check her out. IMA. Worth a follow. Good music. Good message. Apparently they tried to cancel her, but Streisand effect, guys. Streisand effect. And it helps that she's not she's pretty easy on the eyes. It helps. It helps. Let's see. This was back when it was fresh, still going on. Yeah, I don't know if we really have more on the New Orleans thing. There's going to be more that comes out for the people that are possibly still at large. Again, there's a reason I say keep your awareness up. What's up, Ma Bell 313? Good to see you. Thank you so much for watching tonight. Protest songs might be in vogue. It's a good point. I should have turned it up a little. I will make sure to do that next time. Crap. Part of that is Rumble Studio has an issue with their, I think Sterling said the compressor when it comes to sharing audio on streams. So that is something they're going to need to work on. I will actually make sure to make a post that to one of the channels or one of the accounts on X where there are some individuals that actually can help with that. Just got to remember that. Writing it down on my handy dandy notebook. Two underlines. Did they have the Sugar Bowl? I know they postponed it. I haven't been following whether or not they actually had it. So, well, the New Orleans attack wasn't the only thing that happened on the first of the year. There was a Cybertruck detonated in front of Trump Tower, Las Vegas, and it could have been a lot worse. Thankfully, only one person died, and apparently it's the guy who detonated the vehicle. He shot himself before, I guess, the fire overtook him, before the explosion, maybe. So maybe he had it set up to where maybe a kill switch or a dead man switch. I don't know. Not sure on that. But oh, well, here we go. Here's a little clip here. We might actually have some information from CNN.
What was inside the truck? Explosives that included fireworks, gas tanks, and camping fuel. And authorities believe that that was connected to a detonation system controlled by the driver. We're also hearing this same sentiment from Elon Musk, who tweeted out that they have now confirmed that the explosion was caused by very large fireworks and or a bomb.
Good to see you, C-Dubs. Thanks for chilling into your Fuhrer. Refers to me as Mein Fuhrer. Appreciate you, C-Dubs.
Buried in the bed of the rented Cybertruck and is unrelated to the vehicle itself. So he was clear to say that this was not an issue with the Cybertruck. And the sheriff also earlier said that they are checking for secondary devices. They're investigating many different leads, but he was clear to say that there does not appear to be any further threat to the Las Vegas community. That source also revealed what was inside the truck: explosives.
So you had fireworks, gas, and camping fuel. Interesting. Apparently there was a detonation device. Let's see. Oh, there was more for the... I don't want to see that, honestly. I don't. Here's something that we need to keep in mind. This was a former CIA handler warns. This was on Sean Ryan, I believe. I think it was.
We have not had a man walk up to a building with a suicide vest on in the United States. Americans don't understand this. Al-Qaeda knows this, right? So this is new and innovative, especially now. You don't have to walk upside of the building. You can walk in the building because of the advancement of the vest. The other thing is, in the United States, we haven't had Fideian attackers. So the concept is the terrorist fights to the death. So he's not exactly a suicide bomber, but he will fight till either all of us are dead or all of his people are dead. We think it's going to be a swarming attack, right? Multiple different attacks at one time across multiple.
Oh, thank you so much, CW, for gifting a membership to Entropy Nomad. Much appreciated. Shocked Pikachu face. Sincerely appreciate you, C-Dubs.
Cities. I think there will be suicide bombers just because some of the attackers went through suicide bomber training and they have these vests. And then we think there's these Fideian attackers who will carry on until they're killed.
You just rephrase that. So these guys are trained and they are going to fight until they're killed.
Yes, and that matters, right? So I was watching this video and it was a suicide bombing in Kabul years ago. The bomber blew up and then everyone starts moving in. The first responders move in, right? And then another guy walks in and blows up. We know this is a tactic, but if Americans don't understand this as a tactic and don't understand these attackers are going to fight to the death, think about that.
Her episode with Sean Ryan is worth watching, although I will say I think there's some propaganda involved in it. There is a lot of interesting information. Apparently, they're aware that there are up to 1,500 ISIS or Al-Qaeda agents within the United States, and they are planning on a big attack. And apparently, they're planning on a big attack, a sequence of attacks in America and 4 other European countries. That's what she says. So again, lie hop. They let it happen.
Battle's going on. The attacker surrenders. He might have the suicide vest. You know, we let our guard down. That man came to die, right? He's going to fight till he dies or you die. So we can't let our guards down. And they know our weakness. So we have to be very careful that we don't have more people die in these second and third order effects of not knowing their intent.
It looks like the local stream only lasted for 30 minutes, so I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe I got to do a few more for it to actually go a little bit longer, but I was going to try to open up the live chat there. If it won't open there, I'll just open it on my last thing. And I'm not seeing the ability to do that right now. I will get it open later. I'll get a live chat open there on Locals if people want to hang out in the live chat. If you are a member, I guess. Let's see here. Let me see, so you guys aren't seeing me just scroll through everything here. Act like I'm a professional or something, which I'm not, but you know. We have multiple videos of the explosion from the Cybertruck. And some people were thinking it was because of the battery, and it doesn't look like it was because of the battery, obviously, because now we know there were explosives in it, but people were insinuating that it was. So here's a comparison. Here's a comparison between an electric vehicle battery explosion and the one that took place in Las Vegas in front of Trump Tower. Notice the difference. Underneath, you know, this one, just watch the explosion. Yeah, that was, and you see the fireworks exploding. Oof, that's a hot fire to start, though. You can't put that sumbitch out.
Copy.
And look how it goes up. See how it goes up and out, and you don't. The sides didn't blow up. The sides didn't explode out. If they would have, it would have been more damage. But that, thank God, the Cybertruck's built like it is. That could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. Man. Well, there that was. And then, okay, that was that. Saw that one already. Man, that's a hell of an explosion, though. That's like some movie stuff. Ah, here's the one. Here's the one where you can clearly hear. You can hear the fireworks. So you hear the whistling. That's fireworks. Yeah.
I just heard a boom.
Oh my God. I heard that boom too, but I didn't know it was actually outside. I thought it was a person in the hallway.
Blackness on the sign.
Like a fire, maybe?
Oh wait, no, that's more like smoke just passing in front of it.
Right.
But it looks like something is continuing to burn.
On fire,
yeah, and the smoke is getting blacker.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's crazy. Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Apparently, like I said, the authorities say that the reason that it didn't cause more damage was because the Cybertruck is built so well. So this, sadly, has turned. Oh my gosh, getting dozered, just showering the chat, showering the chat with gifts. Thank you so much for the support, and thank you for sharing, for spreading some late Christmas cheer. Getting dozered. Let me see that here on the chat. Let me see what we got here. We had, oh, look at that. Getting dozered. Gifted 5 subscriptions. We have Coffee Crew Mocha, Mama Mac, Retsanam, Skunk 71, and Miss Minnie Mel. And then Entropy Nomad has one as well. There we go. Nice. Good stuff. Thank you so much, Getting Dozered. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your subscription to the Dozer Den. And hey, you know what? If you like it, and you get to the end of the month and you want to resubscribe, well, I would sincerely appreciate it. Like I said, just a few sodas, a couple sodas a month to support little old me here in the Dozer Den. Excellent. You guys got some. I gotta get some more emotes for y'all. I gotta get some more emotes. Thank you sincerely. I sincerely appreciate the support for sure. Much appreciated. Heck yeah. Jam with it. Get it. Cool stuff. Let's see if we're up on our likes over here. 28 likes. It's not 45 like last time, but it's getting closer. We're gonna keep creeping up there on the likes, guys. Good stuff. Well done. Round of applause. You guys want to hear a silly dad joke? I was walking through a field the other day and I stumbled over a rock. You know what I call that? A field trip. But it's... Oh. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for that. There you go. Bam. Cool. All right. Lord of the Ree. Out of time, y'all. Got to get up early for work. Time to get some sleep and dream about the pew-pew I'm getting soon. Hell yeah, Lord of the Ree. Thank you so much, fellow Show Me Stater, for watching the show tonight, and rest well. Rest well, sir. Oh, I'm getting messages from the woman. Oh, no. Well. We got a refund from DoorDash. Hell yes. Free food. Must have 50. It's like 20. I think we're at like 18 or 20 subs now. 18 or I should probably look. 19 subscribers. Heck yeah, guys. Heck yeah. Almost 20. We're right there. If you guys wanted to round it out and make it an even 20, well, you know, even numbers are good here. Even numbers are good. 19, I think, is 19's a prime number. So, I mean, I can roll with it. But if you wanted to make it an even 20, well, you guys know what to do. Oh, man. Thank you so much for the support. I definitely appreciate it. Helping me become a little bit more inspired to provide more content for you, the people. Guys, I will be adding another show at some point. I'm going to go ahead and say it now. I've been teasing it for a little while. A third episode of the Dozer Den a week. But it is for certain now. It is going to be happening. Not sure exactly what day. In the chat, what day would work for you guys? Oh my God. CW, did you mad lad. You absolute mad lad. Did you just make it 20? Did you do it? Son of a to me. Thank you. Thank you, C-Dubs. Appreciate it. It works. That works. That'll work. I can play with the emojis now. Oh, I will be adding some more emojis. Yes, I will do so. Two mics. What? I'm not sure exactly what day I want to do yet for a third stream a week. I was thinking maybe Wednesdays, so it would be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, or maybe Friday. Maybe Monday. Ooh, Friday could be a more chill stream. That seemed to be pretty popular the last time we just had a chill stream. And I think that might be a good idea to do that. Just have a more conversational, maybe not news heavy. Might talk a little bit of news, but then end up rolling into that. But oh, no one was selected yet. Okay, I was confused as fuck there for a second. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, let's see. Who did it go to? No one was selected. Interesting. But I will be adding some more to it. I'm new to this stuff. Mad lad CW made it in even 20. Barely had to ask. Let me see. Wednesday's a good day. All right, that's up there. That's one of the options. We got Wednesday as a potential. I got to make sure things roll well, because here's the thing. Usually, what I do on Wednesday nights, guys. Usually on Wednesday nights, I DoorDash. And if you guys want me doing a show on Wednesday nights, well, you know what? Might as well. Seems like you guys are liking what I'm doing, and I'm enjoying myself. So Wednesday, viewers and subs, the rest are not logged in yet. Oh, okay. Interesting. Guys, if you're not logged into the channel, logged into Rumble, log in. If you haven't created an account, create yourself an account. Takes you just 5 minutes. 5 minutes of your time to create an account here on Rumble and show your support for a free speech platform. Another way that you can show your support for a free speech platform is by visiting the second sponsor of this episode of the Dozer Den, Positive, PAWSITIVE. If you have a dog, we've all been there. Our pup goes from full of energy to sick and miserable in an instant, and at the worst times. Then we're calling vets in the middle of the night or on weekends, trying to find a clinic that will take us in. It's a terrible way to manage your dog's health, not to mention your stress levels and your monthly budget. That's why people are getting the Pet Emergency Kit by Positive. It contains critical medications and supplies that can not only keep you out of the veterinary office, but may even save your dog's life. Their kits contain critical medications like activated charcoal, styptic powder, and more. But wait, there's more. It might save your dog's life. Head over to positive.com and use code STUDIO, STUDIO, to get 15% off your pet emergency kit. It just felt right. It felt right. Good night, Skunk. Thank you for watching, and thank you for following the channel. Appreciate you. Rest well. You're smart, C-Dubs. I'll give it to you. Appreciate the support, guys. Sincerely. All right. Let's see. It's an awesome read. Glad you guys like the ad reads. I try to have fun with those, and I try to make those as entertaining as possible. So glad you guys like those. I usually do 2 or 3 a stream. I usually don't try to do more than that. It's not going to be like the Daily Wire. But we're going to talk like this and talk like that. You gotta trust me here. But we're talking about too positive. We're going to talk about positive. We're going to talk about your dogs. And don't forget that my wife is a doctor. I mean, seriously, don't talk about my yam. God bless Israel. Oh, Benny Shap. Benny Shap. He is what he is. Onward and upward. Looks like it looks like the individual who was responsible for the possibly responsible for the Cybertruck attack, which is what it was. That was a bombing. That was a car bombing. Two things involving cars that are typical of the Islamic extremists. I'm just going to say that is not a coincidence, guys. I am not a coincidence theorist. I am a conspiracy analyst, and I notice things. I'm wearing the wrong shirt today, guys. I'm wearing the wrong shirt. Got In God We Trust. It's a good, you know what? No, this is the right shirt. This is the right shirt. For sure. And Dino Bites. Ooh, rough greens. Where were we at here? Where were we at? I don't think I had anything more. I had a bit of a clip here from Jones, but we pretty much covered all the stuff that he already would have talked about. So I don't really know if we really want to play that. I thought I had something specific about the Tesla Cybertruck bomber. Let me see here. Did I forget something? It's possible. Let's look at Joe Biden's response. Decrepit old bag of bones. Oh no, I'm going to have to refresh everybody. I'm going to have to, but I will be right back. It's not letting me share my screen. Rumble does that every now and then. It, like I said, we love Rumble. We do. But it's got some things it needs to improve on. And it is doing so, slowly but surely. Gonna refresh real quick so that I can share this clip from Mashed Potato Brain in Chief. I'll be right back. I'm not ending stream. Oh my God, I almost did that. And I'm back. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody while I was gone. Let's go ahead and share this little clip here from Mashed Potato Brain in Chief. Joe Biden, a.k.a. Child Sniffer Extraordinaire.
Here's what we know so far. The FBI has reported to me the killer was an American citizen, born in Texas. He served in the United States Army on active duty for many years. He also served in the Army Reserve until a few years ago. The FBI also reported to me that mere hours before the attack, he posted videos on social media indicating that he was inspired by ISIS, expressing a desire to kill. The ISIS flag was found in his vehicle, which he rented.
4 p.m. must be past his bedtime. Well, it's Pacific time, so if he's over there, no, he's over at Camp David. So pizza. Interesting. He likes the cheese pizza.
To conduct this attack. Possible explosives were found in the vehicle as well. More explosives were found nearby. The situation is very fluid, and the investigation has a preliminary stage. And the fact is that right now, excuse me.
Entropy. I'm melting. Joe's brain and chin. What is up with his chin, guys? Whatever injections they put in there, they should not have done that. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Guys, I don't know if we're going to get into many other topics tonight. Seems like this is the one that's most fascinating at the current time.
There you go.
What the fuck was that?
Right now, excuse me.
Look at it.
The fact is that right now, excuse me. There you go. The law enforcement intelligence.
Was he waiting on a teleprompter? What did he say? There we go for. There you go. What was that? What the fuck? Skunk 71, I thought you were going to sleep. Go to bed. No.
The community are continuing to look for any connections, associations, or co-conspirators We have nothing additional to report at this time. The investigation is
What was that?
continuing at this time. Additional report. We have nothing additional to report at this time. The investigation is continuing to be active.
Nothing additional to report at this time. You missed the 2. You missed the 2 there, buddy. Get your pudding. Go back to sleep. This man clearly is not well. He's not been well. He was French fry brain 4 years ago. 4 years ago. He is currently mashed potato brains.
Active, and no one should jump to conclusions. I've directed my Attorney General, the FBI Director.
They cut off the adrenochrome. They did something. You people. Skunk says, you people are keeping me up. You people? What do you mean by you people? Oh, man. Hey, crazy duck lady. Just checking in. Happy New Year. Nothing additional to report at this time. Well, thank you so much for popping in for just a moment. Don't forget to smash that like button on your way in and out. Well, in and out, then back in, I suppose, for the like button if you're going to hit it 3 times, because you don't want to hit it twice. You want to hit it thrice. Got to make sure you show your support loud and proud for the Dozer Den. Look at that. Look at that. You were the one waiting. You were the one that was waiting. The gift, you crazy duck lady. You were just gifted a membership, a subscription from CW. Oh, there we go. The chat has lit up red, guys. The chat is red. It's beautiful. It's MAGA red. Let me tell you. A MAGA red chat. That's the type of chat that we want. Right here. Looky there. Little Trump bobblehead is pleased with the Dozer Den tonight. You've done an excellent job. Some might say possibly the best job. All right. I wouldn't say that necessarily, but some might say it is the best. Thank you, guys. Oh, I love that bobblehead. I'm glad I brought that to my home desk and not my work desk, which this is my work desk as well as my home desk. So for some of the day, some of the time anyways. All right. There you go, Miss Minnie Mel. Yeah. Let's see. Trish is grounded Skunk 71 for not going to bed. Oh, nice. That was a pretty good impression. Bigly. Covfefe. I love how that man is a meme. He is a meme generator. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, man. Next time. Okay. We're in this vein of conversation. I don't think I had anything else. Ooh, real quick. Actually, yes, I do. Here is actually, yeah, right here. More stuff. Dang it. More stuff from Fox News. Sometimes Fox News. Sometimes Fox News. This is what I was talking about earlier when I said that look at that aftermath. Look at the size. This is an ad for the Cybertruck. It is. That thing looks like a DeLorean. I don't care. I like it. I would drive the fuck out of that truck. I saw Tucker Carlson went to some loggers up in Maine, I think, and they took that out in the freaking wilderness, and it actually performed fairly freaking well. Now, the battery, of course, is probably going to suffer from the colder temperatures, and it's not going to last as long. But it's apparently a bit of a beast. So needs better on the towing. Like the framework with the towing needs some work from what I understand. But as far as actually navigating through the terrain, apparently it looked like it did well. So, all right. If I am done before you come back, Sanglant, rest well. See you later. Look at that though. All that freaking explosion went up and then out. I wonder when he alfed himself, or if he is the one that did it. Oh, where's the audio?
But I also would like you to pay attention to on that video as you see that
quiet.
It looks like the exterior of that truck is completely intact as it sits there. The fact that this was a cyber truck really limited the damage that occurred inside of the valet, because it had most of the blast go up through the truck and out. In fact, if you look on that video, you'll see that the front glass doors at the Trump hotel were not even broken by that blast, which they were part.
That was them using a tarp to try to, I guess, finish putting out the fire.
parked directly in front of. You can see that in the video there.
That's crazy. So the fact that it's such a solid shell around that with this, I guess, steel exterior, kept it from even destroying the glass. Look at that. Wow. That's nuts, guys. Freaking the sides of it, stout as a mother. Damn. Thank God it was the Cybertruck that they used. Thank God. Thank God. The whistling diesel did more damage than the kaboom. Yeah. 51 people watching and 30 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. That's a pretty good ratio. It's a pretty good ratio. I'll take it. I'll take it. You guys have been doing pretty good. Small arms, fireproof. It's a good truck. Doesn't fracture. Yeah, I mean that's this is an ad for the Cybertruck. It's been a plot from Elon. This was a plant. Elon executed this just so he could sell more Cybertrucks. Oh yeah. Apparently China's talking about another pandemic, guys. Apparently they're in a state of emergency as the epidemic there overwhelms hospitals and crematoriums. No. I agree with Ian Carroll here. You're retarded if you think we're doing this shit again. Over to my dead body. Nope. That's the energy of 2025. I ain't going. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't doing it. Ain't gonna do it. Let me see here. We had Potato Brain. Ooh, we might actually go ahead and play this one. Freaking kudos to Alex Jones for getting in shape again. He's the Frog Prophet is of sound mind and body to battle those demons. China. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make sure China is not going to continue to screw us over. All right. They've been doing it for years, but China, we got to put them in their place.
I've got a breaking, exclusive, very important piece of information concerning the ongoing terror attack investigation into the truck attack that killed a bunch of people in New Orleans this morning. We're going to be getting to a Fox News piece in a moment.
If that's too loud or too quiet, please let me know.
The state police and others have confirmed that at least 3 other accomplices are reportedly trying to plant bombs and had detonators and have fled the scene. There is now a manhunt going on around the country.
That right there pissed me off so much. That's the first thing you do. You cover up the fucking flag. You cover it up. I mean, I don't know what the motivation was for that, other than maybe they wanted to not have a flag of an enemy flying. I think it's probably to keep it hidden, just so that the people wouldn't see it for what it was.
Particularly in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, the Cybertruck driver did shoot himself. He shot himself, I guess, after he detonated, or maybe it was part of the detonation process. Maybe he had a kill switch or something, or a dead man switch, rather.
Area has been cordoned off. The FBI has said, don't go into that area. And we have a lot more we'll get to in a moment. But first, the exclusive information. A trusted law enforcement source in Texas reached out to me just about an hour ago and said that there'd been an investigation already into this individual and others. And the last known address of one of his family members, his brother, is there in College Station there in Bryan. And that the police chief and others are aware of this and concerned. But so far, the feds haven't reached out to them and they don't see any federal activity there. So this is a big deal. At least 3 accomplices running around, planting bombs, detonators, all of this. I'll play the little Fox News update on that in a moment.
And this is why the next topic we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about situational awareness.
Moment. But I already cut reports this morning saying I bet more of this is going to happen. Then you've got the cyber truck, now clearly an explosive blowing up, reportedly with the driver inside, probably detonating it. That's a message to Elon Musk and President Trump as a threat. 19 days till the president gets in. And so we've been predicting that we probably see some Islamic terror attacks connected to ISIS and al-Qaeda here very, very soon. We know the Biden administration has been working with them, giving them weapons. They helped them take over Syria with Turkey and Israel. This is very, very dangerous, but a big investigation centered in and around Houston. And so far, no investigation going on that we know of from law enforcement, though they're concerned they're in the A&M area. So everybody get this report out because we're going to obviously try to stop further attacks, but everybody needs to be frosty right now.
Detonation, and this is again from a Louisiana State Police bulletin. Also, a corresponding remote control discovered inside the vehicle. Now, this is also significant. According to the same intelligence bulletin, surveillance footage, Molly, captured 3 men and a woman placing one of multiple improvised explosive devices. So certainly more to this investigation. President Biden, meanwhile, is not here at the White House today on this first day of 2025. He's at the presidential retreat in the Maryland mountains, Camp David. However, he is continuing to get updates from his team, from the Homeland Security Department, from the Justice Department, also from the FBI. I want to read something that the president actually, I want to go to rather some sound from President Biden on the tarmac before he took off from Delaware to go to Camp David. Watch this.
I've spoken to every member of the agency, from the CIA to our national security team, to our FBI, NSC, and we're gathering all that. And I spent a lot of time with the government, with the mayor.
What was your reaction when you heard what happened?
Well, the reaction was one of anger and frustration. Thank you.
He didn't say much there. He said he would say more later, but he did release a statement more thoroughly that says, in part, my heart goes out to the victims and their families who were simply trying to celebrate the holiday. There's no justification for violence of any kind, and we will not tolerate any.
Real quick, how many different Bidens do you think we have running around right now? Because there's more than one Biden. There's that one guy that was tall as hell, like a foot taller than Biden. I'm just saying, there's some lookalikes that they use. There's other countries do that too. So, I mean, there's probably some Trump decoys as well. So, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Attack on any of our nation's community.
C-Dub says he's dead. He's definitely brain dead. He's definitely brain dead. I think that one's probably the actual Biden with the weird chin. He's still shuffling around, I think. It's Dave in real life.
Meanwhile, the man who's moving into this White House behind me in less than 3 weeks, President-elect Donald Trump, put out a statement on social media earlier today that reads as follows. When I said that the criminals...
Crazy Duck Lady suspects that there are 14 Bidens running around. That's why we have the hat. That's why we have the hat, guys.
Coming in are far worse than the criminals we have in our country. That statement was constantly refuted by Democrats and the fake news media, but it turned out to be true. The crime rate in our country is at a level that nobody has ever seen before. Our hearts are with all the innocent victims and their loved ones, including the brave officers of the New Orleans Police Department. The Trump administration will fully support the city of New Orleans as they investigate and recover from this act of pure evil. Now, the former president said criminals coming in a statement, meaning into our country. But to be clear, Molly and Brian, the suspect was born in the United States. He served in the United States Army. He was a veteran. The FBI is the lead agency in this investigation, going through the social media. And
the point still stands that things are coming through the border that are leading to violence and criminal activity here in the United States. The ideology, you've got this. I think I have a clip of this son of a bitch that was boasting about you will know who I am. You may not know me now, but you will know who I am soon. That guy apparently that wasn't a red flag to any fucking buddy. You guys know what I'm talking about. I bet you guys know what I'm talking about.
Any other accounts associated with the suspect. But that key bulletin right there by the Louisiana State Police, the Associated Press was first to report, shows potentially other people involved. And the FBI was cagey during that news conference as far as saddling in with a specific number of how many other.
Well, he got some big old ears.
Suspect.
That's not right. I shouldn't be like that.
Governor Jeff Landry, the Republican governor in Louisiana, said they essentially don't want to tip their hat to anybody and tell any other potential suspects or potential accomplices what they know. But President Biden continuing to get updates from afar. He will be back at the White House tomorrow. And of course, it's possible at any time we will hear some more formal statement about this tragedy on New Year's Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have got a massive...
And there's supplements from InfoWars or AlexJonesStore.com. This one's good. This is good. I gotta share this real quick.
Oh.
When you hear the FBI is having difficulty determining what constitutes terrorism. Would you look at that?
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
The car is not perfect.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, well.
What the heck is that? Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well.
Oh, God. That's classic. That's classic. Oh, my gosh. Let me see. I think I had it... I think I had it saved here. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Oh, it's a Livelsburger. I was close. The fella who he was. This is inspired. This is inspired from within, and they let this stuff happen. So the guy who detonated. Apparently, because they technically, I guess, have not verified through DNA or dental records that this is the man. Just happens to be that his ID was intact, though, because that's perfectly fucking normal. Right, guys? Right, guys? Oh, thank you, Nerdivergent One. I appreciate you. This hat comes in from time to time, and well after a start to 2025, a rip-roaring start to 2025, I think the hat is appropriate, especially when we're discussing this. And it was in honor of the Frog Prophet himself, Alex Jones. God, that is a beautiful chat. All red. All red. Love to see it. Love to see it, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for the support. But yeah, apparently his name is Matt Livelsberger. Operations Director, Intelligence Manager, Remote Autonomous Systems, Drones, apparently, SUAS, Special Forces, Green Beret. Fucking Christ. Apparently he was wearing a Slava Ukraini shirt. I don't see how that is somebody who is a seriously huge supporter of President Trump. Maybe. I don't know. 37-year-old Matthew Livelsberger. They executed a search warrant on his home in Colorado. He had a military experience similar to New Orleans attacker. Heavily armed police have been entering the area around the suspect's home. Let's see. Remote autonomous systems. These two guys. This thing, too. These two American veterans radicalized to commit acts of terror on the same day. Government vehicles from the same company. They were rental cars. Or are they meaning their vehicles that they drive in general? I don't know what that's about. Both served at the same military base, Fort Bragg, same military base that Ryan Ralph visited over 100 times before trying to assassinate Trump. I need a bigger hat. Guys, I need a bigger hat. Crazy Duck Lady. Burger. Yep. So wait, is he Jewish? So wait, are the Muslims and the Jews working together to take down America? Huh. It's not all Muslims, not all Jews. Questions. And this, guys, we have to acknowledge that Fort Bragg is the home of the Army's Psychological Operation Unit, a fourth one, I believe. 3 different men all came out radicalized. Is it the Army or is it the agency finding the quote-unquote right soldiers that are susceptible to influence? Also, it is known that the CIA works in conjunction with and recruits from here. Interesting stuff. This right here, guys. This right here. This was a while back. This was back in early 2024. So the terrorist attack in New Orleans, Louisiana is now a confirmed ISIS-affiliated attack and is believed he had 5 assailants with him, possibly. I've heard 3, I've heard 4, now I've heard 5. Again, guys, fog of war. Be vigilant, head on a swivel. Take things with a large grain of salt. Trust but verify. That's even me. You question me, for the love of God. Please question me. Make sure I'm not spreading bullshit. And if I'm incorrect in any of my assertions, please let me know so that I can correct it. Because I would rather know that I am wrong than run around as a fool. So, known ISIS terrorist from Azerbaijan had crossed the border in early 2024, was threatening U.S., saying, "You will soon know who I am." Still on the loose. Name is Moisem Samadov. Another good Christian guy. Of course.
By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that. By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are
that
really
wasn't a red flag to anybody at that time.
You're gonna know who I am.
That wasn't a fucking red flag.
Very easy. The entitlement.
I don't understand. But that's the point, guys. Where confusion is present, God is not. That is of the devil. That right there, that's some devil shit right there. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Crazy Duck Lady, rest well. Thanks for popping in for a little bit. Glad to see you. Oh man, you were sick the other night, drank some whiskey, and bam, all good the next day. Sometimes, man, a little bit of that whiskey therapy is all it takes. That's all it takes. Damn, do I have a freaking 8 a.m. meeting tomorrow morning? Maybe. Oh well. We're going to go ahead and there was the shooting in Queens. That wasn't necessarily... Oh, here's this. This is the lady. She's the New Orleans... Okay, not commissioner. Correction. The New Orleans police superintendent says she had no clue that New Orleans had sidewalk barriers to defend against terror attacks, which are now being used today. These are the yellow ones. These weren't even up. Let's see what this lady has to say.
What you see behind us is what we call hardening the target. So we have brought in heavy trucks. You will see when you go down Bourbon, you will see yellow, what we call archers, and they're along the sidewalk.
Why the fuck is she talking like she's talking to a bunch of fucking kindergartners? What the fuck is this? What the fuck are we doing? We're not serious. We're not a serious country. There's not serious law enforcement agency. I just can't. Basic bitch white girl, I just can't right now. I just can't. Nope.
And that would be to be preventive. If someone had, or if this particular terrorist went around up on the sidewalk, that's what that would do. Okay? It would slow that down for anyone who thought that they could breach our targets. And so those are...
Thank you for the from Skunk71, our nurse in the chat. No whiskey with antibiotics. Very smart. Good advice.
Some of the main differences we are done in the quarter. Also, you are going to see an incredibly large presence of police. And we are, though, confident, but we want our community to feel confident and know they are confidently safe. And that's what we're going to do. So right now, I can declare to you that the Bourbon Street is open.
Chief, where did those archers come from?
Sorry?
Those yellow archers, where did they come from?
Actually, we have them. I didn't know about them, but we have them. And so we have been able now to I didn't know about them, but we have them. I didn't know about them, but we have them. I didn't know about them, but we have them. And so we have been able now to put them out.
Okay.
What you
I didn't know about them, but we have them. I didn't know about them, but we have them. You incompetent cunt. You absolute fucking incompetent cunt. You didn't know that this was even a fucking deterrent. You didn't fucking know? I know I talked about this a little bit earlier, but for fuck's sake, what the fuck are we doing? I don't want to say that this is a diversity hire. Maybe she did a lot of fucking good in her, earlier days. But clearly, she's not the fucking person for this job right now. Police superintendent in New Orleans says she had no clue that New Orleans had sidewalk barriers to defend against terror attacks on a big day in New Orleans, because New Orleans is a bit of a party city. Maybe on such a big fucking day, maybe on a big party day, maybe put up the fucking barriers so that the cars can't get through and kill people. Maybe you should have fucking known about this shit instead of being blissfully unaware in whatever fucking la la land you must have been in. You incompetent fucking rube. My God. Absolutely fucking unacceptable. I cannot take this shit. Nope. Nope. Bunch of nope. Yeah, what is a police superintendent? I would guess somebody in a position of authority that's supposed to be able to make decisions to protect the public. But that's just me. Oh. Yeah, one more thing on this here. We're at 3 hours. We've covered just these topics. So I apologize for not getting to the other topics. I will try to get to, we'll just use it as a palate cleanser. Whitney Webb going fucking ham on CNN here in a minute. But before we do that, I do want to share one more thing here, considering Matthew Livelsberger. The ID that everything, he's burned beyond recognition. They can't even tell. They can't even tell who he is for sure. But my God, the ID. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. He burned beyond recognition, but this military ID just happened to be a perfect spot for you to see his face, to see his name. Well, the name is pretty messed up. But he's burned beyond recognition, but the ID is just fine. Was it like on his just tinfoil hat, guys? Aluminum foil technically, but yeah, he that guy. I don't know, guys. I don't know. That's insane. That's absurd. That's fucking absurd. Absolutely insane. Oh, she's a superintendent. Jesus, fix it. Yeah, please fix it, please. Whenever I get a soundboard, I'm including Fry's fix it for whenever we run into bullshit like this. That'll be on the soundboard whenever I get one. I just got to do it. All right. Taking the hat off. My head was getting hot. Let's roll into just really quick. Oh yeah, don't forget to smash that thumbs up, guys. Do it. Show that thumbs up who's boss. Make it evident the thumbs up was indeed smashed. So we're going to talk with this stuff that's been going on. I think it's important to talk a little bit about situational awareness, all right? So I have a little thing here. That's what she said? Fuck, I don't know. It's late. Bear with me here. Going to pull this chart up real quick. Awareness level scale. Situational awareness level. So you go all from white, which you don't want to be stuck in white. Let me see if I can make this bigger. That is not what I wanted to happen. So white would be like tuned out, not paying attention. You don't want to be here. unless like you're asleep, pretty much. I mean, like maybe if you're in a situation where other people are able to be aware, then tune out completely and not be aware. At home, I mean, I go to white at home. I'm not gonna lie, I do go to white because I chill in the evening, right? Next level up. So this is where I like to stay. Relaxed awareness in yellow. That's where that's where your general situational awareness needs to be. So what is situational awareness? Well, it's like the fucking word says. You're aware, you're like your levels of awareness increase based on the situations around you. So based on the circumstances, based on your environment, based on the surroundings, based on the possible threats, you increase your levels of awareness. Cancel This Podcast has rated the stream. Well, gosh, dang it. Thank you so much, Cancel This Podcast, for the raid. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Glad I've stayed on past 3 hours. Guys, if you are new to the Dozer Den, first of all, welcome to the Dozer Den. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button while you're here. Follow the channel. Guys, we're at 532 followers. I have a goal. I have a dream that by April, maybe May, to be close to 1,000. If not, hitting 1,000 and breaking past 1,000. That's the goal, guys. It may be lofty. It may be a lofty goal. But I think we can do it. I think we can make it happen. Here on the Dozer Den, we usually cover, good lord. We cover about 3 to 4 news stories a night, and I try to end with a palate cleanser. And we have some rants. We have some chit chat. Usually the first 30 minutes to 45 minutes, we're just kind of chilling, talking about doing the appetizers for the stories. I give you a brief appetizer, and then we get into the main dish. We delve further into each story. I try to provide a somewhat entertaining approach to information administration, infotainment, as some might call it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much, Cancel This Podcast, for the raid. Good to see it. Glad you guys are here. Go follow them, by the way. Cancel This Podcast. Nice channel. Appreciate you. Rest well, Cancel This Podcast. Rest well. Thank you so much for the consideration, bud. All right. And I have a Discord as well. There is a Discord server. I have a Locals, the dozerden.locals.com. We had our first live stream tonight to Locals. It only took 30 minutes of the stream. I don't know if that's because I have to do it in tiers or what, but Locals is there, the dozerden.locals.com. I will try to leave a live chat up for people who do choose to be a member of Locals. That way, if, 24/7 live chat, if people want to hang out in there and just chill. Pretty much Locals is like the Wild West of the internet. The only thing that they don't allow is genitalia and direct threats of violence. Please do not get my Locals account banned. I will not be happy because I have some channels that I follow over there. So thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the support. It has been an amazing stream thus far. We've had so many gifted subscriptions. Sincerely appreciate y'all's support. We have talked a good deal about the terror attacks, the bombing, Cybertruck bombing, and mostly the Vegas, attack with the car. The Islamic extremist doing what he does. Link your account so it shows under the video. I thought I did. There's when you're on a Rumble app, there's a join. Yeah, my Locals account's linked. There's a should be a join right by the notification, at least in the app, and I think in the browser it should be as well. I have the link to it though. The link to my Locals is in the description of the video. So if you do not see a join or you do not see my Locals link there, it is there in the description. So the red join doesn't show here. Well, some bitch. I'm not sure why it's not. Anyways, the link is in the subscription. The link is in the description. And right now we're talking about situational awareness, because if there are 4 to 5 3 to 5 other assailants that could be roaming around the country, planting IEDs and whatnot, well, I think situational awareness is important. It is important to be aware of your surroundings, aware of what's going on, keep your head on a swivel, be alert. If you're in white, tuned out, and not paying attention, you are an easy target, and it is going to bite you in the ass at some point, in my opinion. I try to live my life in a state of relaxed awareness. So I am able to enjoy myself, able to enjoy time with my family, able to do, what I need to do. Have a good time. But you're paying attention to your surroundings, ready to adjust as necessary depending on what threats may emerge. Focused awareness is orange. That's the next one. Carefully observing a potential threat. I am actually honestly going to say that I'm in this one right now. Not directly, but in general, I'm in focused awareness right now. And I am looking at making sure that I have extra resources, extra communication with some bug out buddies, people that I am close with, that have certain resources that I may not have. Just checking in with them, seeing how they're doing, seeing if they're paying attention to things that are going on. Focused awareness. If you're in a direct situation where, say you're out in a Walmart and all of a sudden you see a lot of people running in a certain direction. Well, your awareness is up. You're at focused awareness at that point. You're observing a potential threat. You're wondering, why the hell are people running? What's going on over there? What was that loud noise? A potential shooter or something like that. You don't know for sure yet. Once it's confirmed, you're on high alert. This is go mode. You are ready to fucking go. You are in action. You are making moves. Confirmed threat, must act. Depending on what the situation is, who your loved ones and family around you, you have to be ready to respond to the threat. That is important. We have a bit of a breakdown here. So that's the and then of course black would be comatose, not able to function. You're dead or knocked out. That's you don't want to be there. That's bad. Or I guess shaking and not able to move because you can't handle the stress. That could be a possibility. Miss Minnie Mel, thank you so much for watching. Rest well. Rest well. Adulting is fun. It's not. It's not. But don't get tunnel vision. Yes, entropy nomad. That is a fantastic point. That is not what I wanted to put up there, but it's true. Adulting does suck. Tunnel vision. Good Lord, if it would let me, you guys are having such a good time in chat. I can't even click on anything. Don't get tunnel vision. If you have blinders on, you're not going to see the surroundings, see your full environment. It is a good idea to keep your head on a swivel. Literally look around when you get up out of your car. It's very simple. That is something that I try to keep when I step out the door to take my dog to the bathroom. I may be in a rural area, but I don't trust everybody around here. And so when I step out, I'm scanning. I scan to the left, I scan to the right, I look forward, I look down to, I'm aware of what's going on around me. I have a bit of an article here. So let me stop sharing for a moment to pull that up. We're not going to read through the whole article because it is 3 hours and 16 minutes, guys. It has been a thick episode of the Dozer Den. We are going to look at this article real quick here, and like I said, I do apologize for not being able to get to the rest of the stories that I had on deck. We will get at least to the Whitney Webb clips and just at least have a good chuckle at that. That'll be our palate cleanser for the evening, just because it's hilarious. But let's look at the breakdown here of they don't do a black. They just the 4 levels. They do white, yellow, orange, and then red. Black is some that I see black every now and then, but it's not like, it's kind of like, well, it is what it is type of thing. Let me pull it up here and we will do a more solid breakdown. I gave my unofficial breakdown of the codes. Code white means you are entirely unaware of what's going on around you and will be unprepared for any dangerous situation that arises and threatens your safety. In a work environment, you may be on autopilot, wholly absorbed in your tasks or distracted by your coworkers, technology, music, or other demands. If you're running around Walmart or driving in your car, you could be or listening to something in your earbuds. I listen to podcasts a lot, but here's the thing: I don't have both my earbuds or headphones on. I have one. I walk around with one earbud in usually. That way, I can keep the other ear out just in case something is going on. This it would be nice if you could walk around in code white most of the time, but the world is what the world is. So it's a good idea to stay where relaxed awareness is. Level 2, code yellow. When you're more aware, but you're relaxed and unbothered, you're fully present and can observe the goings on around you in public areas. This is the ideal baseline state for people to be in most of the time. You're able to react to emerging situations, but you aren't keeping yourself up at night over potential problems. So, exactly, that's pretty much you're in that responsible level of awareness. Is kind of how I would phrase it. Code orange. Level 3 code orange is when you've noticed something is off. You're listening to gut feelings and keeping a close eye on a given situation to see if anything continues to develop. That's where I'm at right now. I am 100% in code orange. I am my instinct, my gut tells me fucking antennas up and watch for shit. Just because you live in a place that you think is safe and not a target doesn't mean that is the case. Does not mean that is the case. And oftentimes it ends up being places that aren't expected to be a target that end up getting hit because the people are calm, the people are complacent. So you're more aware of the decision-making process and are thinking about options. That's exactly where I'm at. So this kind of gives the work perspective here. At work, this might be the case if you get an email instructing you to upgrade your software by clicking on a hyperlink by the name of the email address, much to doing so, blah, blah, blah. Cybersecurity threats. This actually would be a really good presentation for work. I'm not going to say I'm like on a safety committee or anything like that, but that'd be this. I'm going to save this article. Or you may be working with heavy machinery. It's not operating or usually does. You keep a close eye on the operation, ready to spring into action in case a problematic situation unfolds. That's a decent example. Last one, code red. I miss code red. I used to drink that all the time. Back before the Beatus. Could get the diet code red, I guess. Oh well. Level 4 code red means you are springing into action. If you've just received an alert from work that a data breach has occurred, okay, so that's, you take appropriate measures to secure your data and lock anything highly sensitive. If there's a natural disaster in your area, I live in an area where earthquakes are a high possibility. To be honest, though, the New Madrid fault line would fuck us so hard if it did decide to pop off. My area, we're screwed. we're just so screwed. I'm on a hill at least, so there's that. For whenever dams might bust. If there's a natural disaster in your area, such as a tornado or a wildfire, well, you're immediately evacuating or seeking protective shelter. So, code red, you're in action. That is go time. You are on fucking point, ready to address all the threats that are coming your way. So, guys, stay in code yellow. Stay out of code white. Unless you've got people around you who can be in the, are you ECS? Emergency services? No, not ECS, but communication services. I'm blanking on that acronym, and I know acronyms. Emergency something certified, maybe? No, that would be ECC. I don't know. Elaborate, please. Elucidate me, Interview Nomad, on what ECS stands for. I want to say something emergency, something services. But yeah, guys, it's a good idea with all this crazy bullshit that's going on, and in general, I thought that was good. Hopefully, if you've stuck around to the end of the show, you were able to enterprise security, cybersecurity. Nah, that was just in this article I found earlier, and I thought that it was decent for this, and I could use it for other things. So, no, I just happen to be on a safety committee, and one of the things we talk about is situational awareness. So, I'm going to probably save this article for later. I think it'd be good to share. Yep. I'm going to do a presentation on that. That was a practice. You guys just saw that. There's a lot more to that, and it's more work related stuff in there, and it'll apply directly to what I want to talk about. But yeah, that's a good article. I like that. I'll share that with some people. Enterprise cybersecurity. Fucking they love sending out those little little test emails, though, don't they? They love doing that. Trish won. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Partake if you are legally allowed to. All right. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're not going to cover the Epstein stuff. That will be for the next stream. I will go ahead and talk about Zorro Ranch. There's a ranch there, I want to say Arizona, somewhere in the Southwest, right close to the border. But I will cover that at another time. But we are going to go ahead and end on a palate cleanser. I don't have a Massey Minute. I do apologize, JJR, if you're listening. I don't have a Massey Minute. We must acknowledge that he is fairly Chadley, though. But we will go ahead and play the couple clips of Whitney Cummings. I fixed it. New Mexico. Thank you, Inchby. I was close. Maybe. Let's go ahead and for a palate cleanser, let's listen to Whitney Cummings being awesome on CNN. Pull this first one up. Good Lord, I had so many bookmarks after what was going on yesterday. It was chaotic. Quite chaotic, if I do say so myself. And Lady Dozer is probably sleeping on the couch at this point. She's going to make me sleep on the couch at some point. We got a 30-second clip, and then we have a minute or so clip. And then we will send a raid to somebody. Whitney Cummings.
Kamala was forced on us so hard, you'd think she was patenting 2024 election, fried our brains. The Democrats couldn't hold a primary because they were too busy holding a body upright. Are we still rolling? Am I off? Go for it.
Look at that. Look at Cooper. He's just doing that little grin, but it's an evil grin.
It was amazing that the pro-choice party didn't give their voters one when it came to the presidential candidate. Kamala was forced on us so hard, you'd think she was patented by Pfizer or Moderna, whichever one's. Oh, God. Andy just gave me a very scary look.
No! That's good. That's good. So that was the first one. And I got another one here for you. You got to do some scrolling. We have many things. We had many things. Might play the well, hello again. She got the knee highs. Nice. Just saying. Just saying. It's a good package for a good message.
Let me clear.
Oh, this is perfect. Right after she said it. We're picking up right where we left off.
Let me be clear, though. 2024 was not only negative. The media wants us to believe this country is so divided, but we actually came together a lot this year. Like, as a nation, we unanimously agreed that we would rather see J-Lo in a toxic relationship than in concert. We all agree the government totally knows what drones are and are telling us. The drones are still up there, and we have no idea what's behind them. No idea. I mean, they're still up in the sky, so I guess we can rule out that they were made by Boeing. The point is, I think we all agree on a lot of things. And since I only have a minute left live on establishment media, why don't we just say a bunch of things that we know that they'll never cover? Okay, ready, go. Trump shooter didn't have any silverware in his house. No one thought that was weird?
That's true. The Trump shooter didn't have any silverware in his fucking house. They professionally cleaned that shit. We still don't have access to his freaking cell phones. Really, guys.
Are we still rolling? Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia put money into Disney, so just know there won't be any girl characters in the next Cars movie.
Huh.
Are we still rolling? This is wild. Okay. The why have so many presidents' chefs died? Weird.
Obama chef apparently was a really good swimmer. Just happened to drown. Wonder what that was about.
Boy Scout of America, they renamed itself Scouting America. You know who else changed their name? Sean Combs. Just saying. Let's learn something in 2025. I can't believe you guys are still letting me go. This is amazing. I love CNN. Please stop me, Andy, because I will just keep going. Happy.
Yeah, there it was. Then they cut her off. He heard the earpiece. That was the Happy New Year. He was in it there. God bless Whitney Cummings. Is she grifting to get more people to pay attention to her? Probably, but you know what? The message is important. I see the Patrick Stewart ad. Maybe. I don't know. Swimming with a mohap. Maybe he knew about the bohav. Okay, so let's look at who's live right now over on Zerumbers. Let's look here. Let me do a refresh. Oh, 35 likes. Good job, everybody. Well done, Dozer Den. We are creeping up on the like. I think I need to start doing a like goal. I might do a like goal at some point of like 40 or 50 maybe. Might have a reward for you guys if we hit the like goal at some point. It's an idea. It's an idea. Let me see. I like that. Yes. Gene Bondeno. Barack Obama has a... Oh, and it got interrupted by saying vagina. Vagina. It was a weekly moment. Oh yeah, the Massey Minute. Typically, I will have at least I try to do it weekly. A clip from Thomas Massey, or a statement, or something, an article, or something like that from Thomas Massey, because I think he's one of the few representatives that actually gives a shit about the Constitution. Him and Trump have had spats in the past. Sure, that's a good thing though. It's good to have somebody question you, and that's one of the things that I like. I think Chip Roy is kind of hanging off of Massey's excellence, though, at times. So, but we will have a Massey Minute next time. It is 3.5 hours, guys. We went a little bit longer than I told Lady Dozer. I told Lady Dozer I'd keep it to 2.5 hours, but I'm a dirty, rotten liar. You guys have got to be used to this by now. We've covered some things today. We covered the... well, let me get my raid, though. I got to do my raid first. Do you guys want to do... Let's go ahead. Oh, Maeve 12 Ick Gaming just followed the channel. Thank you so much for following. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. 533 followers. Hell yeah. And 20 subscribers. Hell yes. Thank you guys so much for your just generosity tonight. I definitely appreciate you all. Thank you so much for that. We're going to go ahead and raid Adonis Paul. Why not? We'll raid Late Night with Adonis. God, I think last night Rumble had to cut his stream off because he was getting a little bit too saucy. Even Rumble was like, no. His stream ended at the perfect time. One of the dancers was... If you don't know about Adonis Paul, it's not for the faint of heart. It gets a little bit adult, just a little bit adult. But it's a fun show. He's like a VTuber kind of thing. Just raunchiness and guy humor. It's what it is. A lot of guy humor. There's a little bit of racism, a little bit of nudity. It's a late night chill show. If you don't like it, I apologize. But we're gonna go ahead and raid. Oh, dang it. There we go. Let me see if I can make it work this time. I think it was C-Dubs had suggested that I do the raid command and wait for a minute. So let's actually wait for the full minute, maybe, and then hopefully... Dang it! Shit, one of these days. Let's go ahead. Let's let it set for a second. Let's simmer. Let's let it simmer for just a brief moment. And dang it, I just saw it. I am so sorry, JJR. You have mentioned Average Patriot Joe so many freaking times. I promise Average Patriot Joe is going to get a raid next time. All right? This is going to happen. Thank you for supporting that feller, Average Patriot Joe. I will get him on Monday. Or if I do another stream at some point between now and then, I will raid him at that point. But that has set for probably 30 minutes, 30 seconds maybe. Average Patriot Joe. Good show, Bill. Thank you so much, JJR. Thank you guys so much for watching the show tonight. We are back almost up to 60 people watching. So let's go ahead and send our folks over. Let's try it now. Son of a bitch, it didn't work. I tried to do the trick. It worked one time. And then let's go paste. Bam. Confirm raid. Check out Late Night with Adonis Paul. It's a little bit of debauchery, a little bit of nonsense, a little bit of it is what it is. It's a fun time. It's a fun time over there in the the show with late what is it? Fabulous Las Tejas. That's what he calls it. So yep, that one worked. Good deal. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this evening. I sincerely appreciate the generosity. It has been a banging stream. Happy New Year to everybody. We'll go ahead and end it with a little for all the subscribers. Gifted subscriptions. Thank you, Rumble, for making that happen. And thank you guys so much for your viewership. I hope to continue to earn your viewership, and I hope that we'll just keep continuing to grow the Dozer Den here on Rumble and elsewhere. Thank you guys so much for the awesome show tonight. I will see you guys on Monday or possibly earlier. Who knows? Who knows? I might feel a little froggy here on the weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a good one.